From the moment you could count, you've been making lists. From arguments with friends to icebreakers on dates, it's a passion we share that says what's on our minds.
Give me a strip of your ass meat.
Now it's Filter's turn to show you why pajamas, thongs,
Honey, please don't watch this.
bubble baths,
Ew, dirty foam.
and battles have something in common. It's the top 21 legendary parties, and Beth O's counting us down.
Welcome to Filter, the #1 countdown show because we said so. You could probably name your favorite books or the must-have song downloads, but could you name the 21 legendary parties? 21, because you know nothing's really a party till you're legal. That's what Filter does. We give you the lists you didn't even think you needed. So let's get started. We've got a party to get to. It's exotic, it's bubbly, it's number 21. Foam parties in Ibiza.
21, mark and counting.
Ibiza. It's an exotic Spanish island known for its passion to party. It's also the place that took clubbing from fog machines to something sudsier.
Foam parties? Was that when the soap falls from the ceiling in the clubs and then they all splash around?
It's just the whole mystery factor of you just don't know what's going to happen.
Look at all the people in soap jumping around, jumping, jumpy, jump, jump.
In the mid-'80s, the world-famous disco Amnesia was the first to get clubgoers soaked in soapy bubbles, rising up to 6 feet high. Which begs the question, can foam be frightening?
They're a little scary and dangerous because if you have a packed dance floor, and I'm tall, and the foam comes up pretty high, and if you trip or fall or go underneath the foam, you can't breathe.
Then the foam gets weird. Like, it's kind of dirty, and it's sweaty.
Ew, dirty foam. I guess if the foam is covering you, that's not good for your skin. And could you, like, asphyxiate on foam or something? I don't know.
I won't go in any slutty guy or girl's hot tub. Kind of the same idea. I don't need to walk through somebody else's business in foam.
You can't depend on foam to be the good time, people. You have to bring your own good time.
From foam on the floor to foam on a beer, number 20, a frat party. Greek letters, togas, beer bong, beer pong, just like ancient Greece. We've got more beer at number 19. Oktoberfest in Munich, the 2-week celebration of suds. The Germans may spell October wrong, but they sure can throw a good party. Number 18, Coachella. Nope, that's not a mirage. This festival's been grooving the California desert since 1999. And here's a party that's just right for you and your teddy bear. Number 17, the cuddle party. Because these days, babies and girlfriends aren't the only ones who need to be cuddled.
T-minus 17, mark and counting.
Every month, people all over the country get together for one hot night of cuddling.
Cuddle party is part of an overall affectionate revolution.
I'm a touchy-feely person anyway. This is extremely comforting. I love it.
Let's get this party started right.
Is there going to be beer at this cuddle party? Are people going to be doing lines? Are going to be smoking down? You know what? What's going on at this cuddle party?
It seems more like the straight guy from drama class who couldn't really get laid in high school but just wanted to pet your hair.
Only a man who's looking to get laid would invent something that's silly.
I'm the person to blame for Cuddle Party. Basically, I designed a workshop for everyday people to get together and be able to get more touch and affection and better communication skills.
I've been slowly touching more at work and in social situations also. This gives me a great opportunity to get the touching that I need.
People just couldn't believe that adults could touch each other and not have it explode into sex.
Did you know cuddling had rules? 15 to be exact.
Rule number 1, pajamas stay on the whole time.
Rule number 2, no sex.
3 through 6, blah, blah, blah. Here's the one that really counts.
Rule number 7, our world-famous rule, no dry humping.
We wanted to create a way that there was really clear boundaries around what was and was not allowed. Touch was allowed, but it couldn't become sexualized, and it really makes people feel very safe coming because they know exactly what's allowed, they know exactly what's not allowed.
So are cuddle parties really comforting, or are they just like a bad date?
So mooing is good. And we admit it's a crazy idea, but you know, people need more touch in their lives.
I wish every day was a cuddle party, really.
Number 16, the Boston Tea Party. I've been to some benders where things got crazy, but come on, throwing boxes of Earl Grey into the ocean? The Whig Party slides into the 15th spot, a 19th century political party. If there's anything more fun than the Whigs, it's number 14, a skin party. Act just like you normally act at a shindig, except here, you won't get thrown out when you take off your clothes.
T-minus 14, mark and counting.
What's hot in Miami? Skin. An erotic performance art party that's been sexing up South Beach hotspots like Club Afterglow since the start of the new millennium.
Skin is just a beautiful party that happens at a nightclub where people come to dance, drink, party. It's not a sex party. I mean, it's a sexy party.
Skin's very liberated. People have fun. They don't care. This is a fun environment. When people throw their cautions to the wind, things can happen.
Skin is all about freedom.
And that freedom means one thing. Check all your inhibitions at the door.
We put together sexy performances like body painting. We have a stripper pole. We have, places where people can just play.
If you really want to be in at Skin, wear nothing but body paint. Just don't expect to keep it on for long.
Mine's kind of been licked off via tongue. One of the other benefits, you get to kind of lick it off. Technically, it's not toxic.
Thank you, Miami, for your parties, God for our birthday suits, and single girls for wanting to play. Skin has never been so inviting.
Come to Skin, it's great. You don't know what you're missing till you've been there. You haven't, you should come.
Let's go.
Coming up, we'll see even more Skin, and this guy?
Let's go.
We'll explain, and you're gonna love it when we do. After this short break, we'll continue getting on down with Filter's legendary party list. Don't worry, you're on it, +1.
Let's go.
You voted, we heard. Here's the top 5 parties you wish you missed. Number 5, the Communist Party. Number 4, Party of 5. Number 3, Heaven's Gate, Hail Bop Cult Suicide Party. Number 2, Party of 1. And number 1, Eddie Murphy's song, Party All the Time. What's on your list? To vote, go to g4tv.com/filter.
Welcome back, I'm Beth O. If you just got here, throw your coat on the bed and grab a drink. We're counting down the 21 legendary parties. Number 13 is the Full Moon Party. It started with a small group in Thailand celebrating the full moon. Now it gets crowds of thousands. See, one person can make a difference. Running with the Bulls in Pamplona is our number 12. If you've ever done mechanical bull riding in a bar, it's kind of like that, but with the real thing. In this case, you run for your life and you get gored in the butt. Germany's Love Parade is our pick for number 11. Germans may not know how to love, but they sure know how to throw a good parade. And so can the people of Brazil, where there's passion, bossa nova, and number 10, Carnival.
T-minus 10, mark and counting.
Stressed out? Feeling blue? Hola, Brazil! Sip a caipirinha, meet a supermodel. Get a wax. And if you're gonna go south of the equator, you gotta go during Carnival.
Ooh, I've been to Carnival. I love it, I love it.
I've never been, but it looks like, judging by the amount of body paint and feathers, that it's something that I could get into.
It's the pants down, samba swinging celebration held 40 days before Easter to mark the start of Lent.
I feel like with a hit of acid, it'd be probably the best thing in the world ever.
Brazilian girls are really hot, so I'm guessing that no matter what happens there, it's got to be a good time.
There is nothing sexier than Carnival in Brazil, but it comes with a terrible caution. There is no party on earth where you're more likely to end up with a man.
Carnival is the only place in the world where you have naked post-op trannies dancing in the streets, and everybody's cool with it. Babies dancing with the trannies. It's awesome.
But you're really high and drunk, so you can't tell.
That seems like a naked party that lives up to its hype. They're just naked down there because it's hot. And they also like to have a good time. So the two things come together to make it magnifique.
It's just the best place ever. I love Brazil. I love Brazil. Hey, y'all. Obrigado, Brazil.
Obrigado.
But if dancing with scantily clad women isn't your thing, you can try number 9, live action role-playing parties. Because who wants to hang out with models and rock stars when you can get it on with elves, trolls, and wizards?
T-9, mark and counting.
I've been hired to maraud this petty little burg once again.
If it's not a Halloween party...
My name is Silver. I am an elf from Quadlon. My character is a 19th level elven rogue.
Then what are these people doing?
Arcade beer!
Are they people?
Arise, my undead minions!
LARP parties, or live action role playing, is a game where folks get together to pretend.
Live action role play is kind of the child of Dungeons and Dragons. It's just the next step above tabletop role playing games.
3 trolls are probably the beginning. There's bound to be more of them.
A LARP is associated with geekiness because it embraces 3 elements of ultimate nerddom: sci-fi and fantasy, role-playing games, and cosplay. And when you combine all those 3 elements together, you have probably the most geeky activity ever created.
Last time I did role-playing was, I think, maybe the 8th grade. I was a wizard, and I think I rolled an 18, and I got killed.
Yeah! Orc power!
Instead of swords and magic spells, they use PVC pipes and beanbags.
Magic cause mortal wounds 40.
Combat in LARP is never about letting out aggression. I mean, how cool would it be to have 2 people dueling with swords at dawn for your affections?
Is this grown-up gameplay a case of arrested development?
Attack the master!
Or is it a good excuse to cut loose?
Anybody can come and just give themselves a chance to experience a side of themselves that maybe they've never had a chance to do before.
It seems so nerdy that it's actually kind of hot.
Okay. Well, maybe we should take a short break. But don't leave, because our party's just getting started. Get a stamp and we'll let you back in, because you don't want to miss what's coming up next.
You voted, we heard. Here's the top 5 party poopers. Number 5, police SWAT team. Number 4, empty keg. Number 3, the sun. Number 2, you drank the bong water. And number 1, Scott Stapp shows up. What's on your list? To vote, go to g4tv.com/filter.
Welcome back to Filter. I'm Beth O. Nothing personal, but can I see your ID? We're counting down the 21 legendary parties, and we're at number 8, the Kentucky Derby, the ultimate horse race. But the real sport of choice is getting completely mint-juleped. Gentlemen, start your engines. It's number 7, the Indy 500. Mixing alcohol and driving is usually a bad idea. But here, instead of drinking and crashing your own car, you drink and watch sober professionals get into accidents. There are secrets and lies, and this time, there's videotape. Party number 6, the bachelor party. The absolute strangest way to show someone you're actually ready for marriage.
T-6, mark and counting.
Ah, the bachelor party. A guy's last night of freedom.
Important part of a bachelor party is sending him off, making sure that he has a good time before it's all over.
Some men go fishing, some go golfing, and some go with another classic, strippers and booze.
Yes! The purpose of the bachelor party is to go out and for the last time in your life, you're gonna have some fun.
Fantastic. I'm gonna be the one to be the biggest arse. Honey, please don't watch this.
So, what goes on behind closed doors?
I think there's certain rules, a code of men type thing. Exactly what happens at a bachelor party stays at a bachelor party.
Sort of the last night of freedom. So certain liberties are taken.
I like to get slapped on the ass. That's a little too much information.
Just gonna have some fun with some old friends. Good, clean American fun.
American? Maybe. Good and clean? Not so sure.
There are things that have been happening here tonight that you should know. There are things that happen here tonight that you could know, and there's things happening here tonight that only I know.
I had a great f***ing time.
Thank you for coming.
Put down your popcorn. Trust me. It's number 5, the historic Donner Party, where you might hear someone say, I eat dead people.
T-minus 5, mark and counting.
What would you do if in the spring of 1846 you were a pioneer venturing on the trail to sunny California? Would you expect it to snow? Would you take a shortcut you read about in a book?
By the time they're moving it through the deserts and getting to the Sierras, food is much harder to come by.
This was the Donner Party, a group of folks in covered wagons without a goodie bag to eat. Unable to cross the Sierra Nevada mountains, these party animals resorted to Hannibal Lectering to survive.
Cannibalism was very much a last resort. It's very clear that they're suffering very deep hunger pangs, and that desperation sets in, as it would.
As a nutritionist, I mean, cannibalism is your last resort. Really, I mean, if you've got the right condiments around, ketchup, barbecue sauce, anything will taste good. But the reality is, you've got to have a balance of everything. So I wouldn't recommend cannibalism as an eating pattern.
Only if I had to do it. But yeah, I'd do it.
Would you eat the meat?
No, I think I'd rather die. I don't know how I would eat my friends or family. I don't think I could eat human flesh. It's just not my thing.
Not with a knife and fork. You know, I'd have to do it like old school after. That kind of eating.
I'd probably go for the arms and the legs, definitely. They're a little bit cleaner. There's no organs in those parts of the body. Maybe some muscle, you know, to crunch on.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Give me a strip of your ass meat.
I mean, I think I would be the first to anything to survive. That's why I will survive.
Luckily, there were enough leftover Donners to procreate and, generations later, have a family reunion. It took place in sunny California and was a barbecue.
See if these commercials are on your list of top favorite things to do in increments of 30 seconds. Until then, here's a piece of cake in the form of videotape.
You voted, we heard. Here's the top 5 great movie parties. Number 5, Animal House. Number 4, Weird Science. Number 3, Van Wilder. Number 2, Old School. Number 1, Revenge of the Nerds. What's on your list? To vote, go to g4tv.com/filter.
Welcome back to our countdown of 21 legendary parties. I'm Beth O. We've seen some pretty great ones so far, but they're all just a tailgate compared to what's coming up. Number 4 is the Tycho Party. The CEO spent $1 million of company money on his wife's birthday party. It featured an ice sculpture of David peeing vodka. Oh, please, who hasn't peed vodka? Number 3 goes to Vanity Fair's Oscar Party. Make no mistake, these after parties aren't as overrated as the show itself. Bash number 2, P. Diddy's White Party, where you might find yourself wearing all white and in the Hamptons, discussing the differences between Sean Puffy Combs, Sean John, Puff Daddy. I've been there, I've done that. He was just Diddy to me. Are we winding down or getting a second wind? Only number 1 can tell us. It's the legendary party that's almost as old as Hef himself. That's right, call us old-fashioned, but we think the granddaddy of all parties is the one Grandpa Hef throws at the Playboy Mansion.
T-minus 1, mark and counting.
The girls, the grotto, the celebrities. Do folks party at the Playboy Mansion for the articles?
Hugh Hefner is without a doubt one of the coolest people in the history of planet Earth. To start Playboy magazine and turn it into this empire and the mansion and the parties, and you've seen the stuff, and Barbie Benton and Shannon Tweed and everybody,
I've been to a Playboy Mansion party many times. In here.
The number 1 thing that goes down at the Playboy Mansion is people are drunk.
I swear it's hers!
And in lingerie.
The highlight of any party at the Playboy Mansion is just anything in the grotto.
Come on, man, the grotto. Nobody knew what a grotto was before the Playboy Mansion. Now we know a grotto is that cool hole in the swimming pool where you have sex.
There were only like 4 actual real Hef parties a year. He always has the Midsummer Night Dream Party, which is where women have to wear lingerie to get in and men have to wear pajamas to get in or you will be turned away.
Is anything off limits at Hef's house?
I think the tricks and treats at the Playboy Mansion are a little different.
Oh, I grabbed your penis!
So, how do you get in if you want some sin?
I've never heard that random guys off the street could just line up and be pulled into a Playboy party because the line would be huge.
Women can apply. You fill out the application and you send that in and your pictures, and then you might get invited to hang out at the mansion for a day.
Let me tell you, I've never been to a better party than what Hugh Hefner can throw.
Well, folks, it's been a blast. And see, watching Filter is like being at a party with good banter, but without having to remember everyone's name. Now, we want to hear from you about today's list, so please go to the Filterator at g4tv.com/filter. And then...
Got a crush on that one special dream girl? Well, we've got you covered. These women are ultra sexy.
If you see her in person, you risk spontaneous combustion.
Insanely tempting. Crazy uninhibited. And probably from another planet altogether. Filter's about to show you why these are 100 women you'll never get. And Beth O's counting us down.
The show, it saves best for first. I've got some good news and I've got some bad news. The good news is that our list today is all about the ladies. The bad news is the list is called The 100 Women You'll Never Get. This filter starts off with some women who would want to wrestle you instead. The WWE Divas.
T-minus 100 to 87 and counting. What are little girls made of? Sugar and spice and everything nice?
More kicks and a punch in the throat and a face full of canvas. That's what little girls are made of.
Going out there and like really being part of a truly athletic sport, and at the same time, you know, trying to look good while you're doing it, I think you can't be more kick-ass than that.
The WWE Divas are definitely some women that you will never get. And here's why. You're going to have to get through Kurt Angle. You're going to have to get through Triple H in order to date these women.
When you are trying to approach these women, you got to realize they're well-traveled, they're well-cultured, they can do anything that they want on their own, they're very independent, and most importantly, any dude fantasy that they could possibly have is right there, right at their disposal at all times.
You know, so I always say, okay, if I'm going to hurt myself, break my leg, please have me flying off the top rope, my bone spurts out of my leg. You know, make it crazy, make it worth, like, me breaking something.
So what's the secret? How can you pin one of these divalicious ladies in your private love ring?
From what I've heard, they judge men solely on their ability to squat weight. I'm thinking that if you've got kind of Tony Little-esque thighs, Tony Little could get WWE Divas. I could not with these thighs.
They're huge. They're large. They're beautiful. Stacy Keibler. She's so hot. I don't know why other guys won't have a shot. I do. I got game.
I'm sure they're always on top. Let's just put it that way.
There is an overabundance of male hunkedness around them always. So you got no shot. I mean, you're out of your league.
14 down, number 86 to go. You might have thought you could get her because she's the hottest new thing in TV drama. She's Lost's Evangeline Lilly. Number 85 is Carolyn from The Apprentice. She's pretty, she's smart, and she's hugely successful. Next two are hot international pop stars, Shakira and Maya. My advice to you, stay their fan. It's hard to accept that a fictional hottie isn't real. So instead, pretend you can't get her because she's from a galaxy far, far away. She's number 82, Princess Leia.
T-minus 82 and counting.
In a movie a long way from reality, there's a woman who wears a toga-like getup complete with turtleneck. For eons, men have believed that she could be theirs. Her name, Princess Leia. Her hairdo, odd.
It's like these giant, headphones.
She had big cinnamon buns covering her brain.
That honey bun hairdo, it still gets me hard.
Her do is only one reason legions of men want to, R2-D2 Leia.
It's amazing that a girl with such a slutty name is still a virgin.
She's sort of like the ultimate geek fantasy because she's in this world of science fiction and robots and giant lizards and Jedis.
Hope you might get her you want. You're not going to find her without her boyfriend or her brother right next to her. Han and Luke are basically going to block you for eternity.
Well, that's the main reason she can't be gotten, is because the action figure is so small, you can't really accomplish much. I mean, you can accomplish some stuff with it, but it would be gross.
Get your girlfriend to dress up like Princess Leia, and you dress up like Han Solo, or if you want to get a little kinky, then Luke Skywalker.
Foxy Carrie Fisher played the character live and in hologram form in the movies. To some, though, Carrie and Leia are one and the same.
A lot of fanboys' bedsheets were soiled in the 70s, thanks to her.
All adolescent fantasies towards Princess Leia, I think, stem from Return of the Jedi and the gold bikini. Of course, you have to sort of eliminate the image of the giant lizard that she is laying on.
The reason guys will never get Princess Leia is because she doesn't exist, losers.
May the fantasy be with you.
81 to 64 are the Laker girls. Now, fantasy girl number 63 was so down to earth and lost in translation. She's Scarlett Johansson. Starting at number 62 are the nuns of St. Benedict's Monastery. You'll never get them because they're married to God. You wouldn't want to mess with our next two, even if you manage to get beyond the Secret Service. It's the Bush twins.
T-minus 54 through 53 and counting. Jenna and Barbara Bush. They're hot, they're single, and best of all, they're twins. Too bad for you, their heart belongs to Daddy.
The reason why you'll never get the Bush twins is because if you ever break up with them, you'll be shot.
I think all guys want a shot at the Bush twins, and I think the Bush twins want a shot at all guys.
The good president's not going to let anybody knock up the first twins unless they're Halliburton executive.
Most guys are not conservative enough to date these women. First of all, you have to be pro-life. You have to be pro-death penalty for elderly, retarded people.
I absolutely love them because they are a penance, if you will, for George W. Bush's wayward youth. That's one of the only redeeming qualities of George W. Bush, is that, you know, mofo party.
And so did his daughters. In 2001, the then 20-year-old co-eds were busted on 2 different occasions in Austin, Texas for possession of alcohol and for attempting to buy booze with a fake ID.
Well, we're young and irresponsible.
People could probably have a shot. You know, obviously, if you're at a bar, you could find them because they're a lot.
The only guys that the Bush girls are getting is like, I don't know, Sam Adams.
You always have a shot when somebody's drunk.
I would definitely want the Bush twins if I could get them. And there's a key distinction there. I would want them as a pair. One or the other is kind of but as a duo, I would want that.
But are these conservative cuties really that conservative?
Jenna is freaky. You know she is. And so does her father knows that. Yeah. You always know the wild one. I hope she keeps him up at night with nightmares.
Coming up, some women you'll never get, even though you eat tons of chicken wings while you try. Stay tuned.
The Daily Nut. It's a daily podcast highlighting the best of the internet every day. Download it now at g4tv.com.
Welcome back. I'm Beth O, and we're counting down the 100 women you'll never get. Number 52 is gorgeous and an accomplished actress. Well, except for Catwoman, Halle Berry. 51 through 48 are the hot anchors of CNN headline news. King Kong held number 47 while hanging from the Empire State Building. Ann Darrow fell in love with the gorilla. Well, maybe you could get her. Next on our list are some amazing athletes, but no matter what sport they play, they'd keep you at first base. At number 46, it's hot female sports stars.
T-minus 46 through 43 and counting. You better bring your A game because you'll need more than balls to play with these hard bodies.
It takes a lot more work to impress a woman like that. That's tough for a lot of guys who rely on being able to lift boxes as their #1 selling point.
When she's not swinging that stick, golf pro Natalie Gulbis is just like any other girl. Like any other long-legged, suntanned, mind-bendingly hot girl, her 2004 bikini calendar was too hot to be sold at the U.S. Open. Okay, it's probably pretty easy to upset the LPGA, but shoo-wing! With names like Venus and Serena, it's no surprise that the tennis-playing Williams sisters are creatures of unearthly hotness. Venus, of course, is named for the Roman goddess of love, and Serena... well, yeah, what the hell. We'd still worship her even if her name was Latin for PMS.
They're both beautiful, they're both incredibly sexy, and they're amazing athletes.
How could you impress any one of the Williams sisters? You know, those girls are in amazing shape. Like, just crush your head.
So a regular guy, I don't know, I don't think they're going to be able to take these girls to Chili's or anything.
If you like fast women, then you won't find any faster than Danica Patrick. From kart racing in her teens to competing in the male-dominated Indy League, this is one girl who's clearly happier playing with boys' toys.
Is she real? Gorgeous, sick body, and a race car driver? She's a fictional character.
It kind of robs you of your manhood when you wake up in the morning and your girl's out there working and turbocharging your Volvo when you know for a fact that, you know, you could never get it that fast if you tried. The fact that she's hot, I mean, that just compounds to the problem.
The thing about Danica Patrick is, think about the demographic, the racing fan. You know, you have basically a toothless grease monkey named Skeeter, you know, wearing a Valvoline hat and a Chevy Heartbeat of America jacket. Even if you brush that one tooth, I don't think I like your chances, Skeeter.
At number 42, it's dream girl Kristen Cruick. Maybe you think you're the one who discovered Lana Lang. Noodle, the guitarist from the band Gorillaz, ranks at number 41 and is a cartoon. Do you really want to hook up with a cartoon anyway? Now, it's some women's jobs to make you think you can get them. They're the women of scores.
T-minus 40 through 18 and counting. There's strip clubs, and then there's scores. It's your favorite sports bar meets the finest gentleman's club. These girls are top shelf, top notch, and topless.
Scores is the best strip club in Las Vegas. It's not your typical strip club where you go in and it's high pressure and you feel like the minute you sit down, you've got to buy a dance.
Scores always has the best girls, the prettiest girls, the classiest girls. I guess you would say #1 prime choice beef.
Scores is one big conspiracy. A conspiracy designed to show you a really good time.
We have girls that spin around in silk and fall to the floor. And then you have us, the girls, that we just entertain and give you everything in your wildest desire without giving you everything.
I am really literally the walking Penthouse Diaries. You know, half of it I've done and half of it I fantasize about doing. They have to figure out which one's which.
And you'll gladly pay for that fantasy. A guy could lose a lot of cash at Scores.
He doesn't lose it. Losing is when you put it on the table and you don't have any fun for it.
We definitely have men that come in here and spend $10, $20, $30, $40,000 in one night. Yes, it's great.
Okay, so now you know how great they are, but this countdown is all about women you'll never get, remember?
Every guy thinks they have a shot with a stripper. Guys have no shots with strippers ever.
They all have a shot, of course.
It's their job to look at you. It's their job to make you feel really hot and sexy.
They all have a chance.
But at the end of the day, they are going home and just washing those guys right off of their hair.
Just be you. Just be yourself. Just because we say no doesn't mean that we might not spark up a conversation 10 minutes down the road.
Stick around till after the commercial break, because your pretend girlfriend is on our show and you can't miss it.
Filter. I'm Betho. Counting down the list of women you're never gonna get. Number 17, Katie Holmes. Jump on Oprah's couch all you want. She'll never again be that girl next door on Dawson's Creek. At number 16 to 11 are the Pussycat Dolls. Number 10 is Britney Spears. You'll never get her. But why would you even want to anymore? Number 9 on our list is Angelina Jolie. Enough said.
T-9 and counting. She's been Lara Croft and Mrs. Smith, but it's those killer lips that put Angelina Jolie on our most wanted list.
I'm one of those straight girls who looks at Angelina Jolie and goes, wow, yum.
And she has those lips that look like you could just put your head down on them and fall asleep for the rest of your life.
She may be hot, but she's a wee bit whacked. When she married Billy Bob Thornton, she carried his blood in a vial around her neck.
I'm not sure what that was about. Was that to, in case she beat him, they would have extra blood on hand?
There are other reasons you'll never get her. First, she announced at the Oscars that she was in love with her brother, and confessed that she's the person most likely to sleep with her female fans.
I love the fact that Angelina Jolie's been open about being bisexual. In fact, Harvard just recently did a study that proved that 82% of the female population are bisexual and do get aroused by women.
Every girl, if she's been with a girl or been with a guy, the only thing left is Angelina Jolie, because I'm pretty sure she might be an alien.
You know, you can be as wild as you want to be in my book, as long as you come from a good place and not have to hurt anybody.
As a straight girl, you feel like she's going to treat you the way a man does. And she's going to use you, she's going to make you feel pretty, she's going to make you feel like the woman, and she's probably not going to call the next day, which is totally reassuring if you're about to have your first lesbian experience.
I was unaware that most straight women wanted to be with Angelina Jolie, but this is a great and happy day in my life.
But forget how hot Angelina is. She's just too damn busy. She's been stealing Brad Pitt and saving the world as a UN Goodwill Ambassador.
He's got this attitude that's like, I'll kill you, but I care about the people. You know, so it's like, which one is it?
Angelina Jolie will not only kick your ass, she'll kill you also. And then write on her wall in blood her name and your name to forever symbolize the unity of your souls. Good luck, Brad Pitt.
Now, number 8 seems accessible. Is it because she'll sing a duet with her butt, or because Jimmy Kimmel got her? Get ready, it's Sarah Silverman.
T-8 and counting. Comedian Sarah Silverman might look sweet as sugar, but she serves it up extra spicy, which makes her a woman you'll never get.
She's funny, she's smart, she has a dirty, filthy mouth.
She is so cute and so sweet looking, and then she begins to speak, and she has that incredibly profane wit.
In 2001, Sarah used a racial slur in her act on the Conan O'Brien show that launched her politically incorrect career.
Sure, I talk about black people, Mexican people, AIDS, Chinese people, September 11th.
Oh, man. Sarah Silverman is just a verbal powerhouse. I don't think that Sarah Silverman can have a conversation with a guy who's any dumber than she is, and I think almost every man on earth is dumber than she is.
Most guys probably couldn't keep up with her.
Another reason you'll never snag Sarah, talk and man show host Jimmy Kimmel.
She's gonna tell it like it is, and she's gonna make fun of you, unless you're Jimmy Kimmel, and then you will be equally funny.
Sarah Silverman, though, is one of those celebrities that just seems completely and wonderfully approachable. Therein is her danger.
I think any man who tries to impress Sarah Silverman, they'll sit down, she'll have like an eject button, they'll pop right out.
Coming up, who will be the #1 reason for your chastity? Save yourself a lifetime and come back to see who it is. Welcome back to Filter. We're at number 7 of the 100 women you're never gonna get. I'm bursting your Orange County bubble. The girls of the OC takes us from 7 to 4. There's Marissa, there's Summer, and you couldn't even get the 2 moms. You know you want to. Number 3 is Harriet Miers. Oh, wait. Well, that's a woman you're never going to see on the Supreme Court. Number 2 is me, Betho. Look, I'm busy hosting Filter right now, all right? Plus, Howard's a real tough act to follow. And finally, it's time for our number one. You're never getting any from this girl, so you'll just have to be content with the millions of pictures you've downloaded of her. It's Jessica Alba.
T-1 and countdown.
That's right. Jessica Alba. She's first. She's last. She's everything.
She's amazing. No guy would have a shot. I'd freeze on contact. I would just stand there and just look at her and go, please.
So sexy.
It doesn't really seem possible that a woman could be that attractive. If you see her in person, you risk like spontaneous combustion.
Oh yeah. Dark Angel, Fantastic Four, Sin City.
Why I will never have Jessica Alba, God, there's two reasons. It's her left ass cheek and her right ass cheek. Brought together, it's like when you put the Holy Grail fragments together. First of all, there's a bright light, and secondly, everything that's in its wake is devastating.
Damn, girl. But no one's about to give her up.
She's been going out with this guy, Cash Warren, for a while now, and seems to be pretty devoted to him. And I think once you get one of those girls who's like latched on to a hot boyfriend, and he's pretty hot, by the way, I must say, it's really hard to break the bond there.
I don't believe that Jessica Alba exists, is why I think that guys can't get her. I do believe that she's generated in a computer and then sculpted out of some kind of foam. I don't actually believe she's an actual person.
Oh, baby.
Let this list be your rite of passage, enabling you to have real relationships with all those women you can get. Well, especially those who aren't cartoons. Keep us posted and let us know what you think about today's list by going to the Filterator at g4tv.com/filter. We'll see you next time.
From the beginning, there have been lists. They shape our civilization, determine our achievements, and count down what we're passionate about. Now it's Filter's turn to show you what having a threesome...
Who wouldn't want to have a threesome?
...being in a band... and staring death in the face all have in common.
Prepare to die, Chumper.
It's the 20 things to do before you turn 30, and Beth O is counting us down.
Welcome to Filter. If there was a countdown show for countdown shows, we'd be number one. If I asked you to name your favorite movies of all time or the best bars, you've probably got them ready to go, because that's how you roll. But could you name the 20 things to do before you turn 30? Well, we sure can. So let's start it off with number 20. Something I've never done, have a threesome.
There are only two ways being a third wheel doesn't suck. One, if you're a tricycle. Two, if everybody's naked.
I think everybody wishes they could have had a threesome before they turn 30, sure. They just won't admit it.
There's probably a better chance of you pulling something off like a threesome before you're 30. It may be something you'd appreciate more after you're 30.
I think they're important in general. I mean, who wouldn't want to have a threesome?
You're asking the wrong guy.
How does one get into a three?
Threesome's also much like a DJ working both turntables. There's always that person who's in the middle of the threesome trying to work every turntable, trying to mix it up.
In order to have a good threesome, you need about 4 or 5 items. 3 people, the Blue Nun, and I would also invite Jack Daniels.
The thing about threesomes is that if you have one, a shocking truth will be revealed to you. And that is, if the two girls get into each other, slowly, over the course of their lovemaking, you will realize how utterly useless our gender is. How really our job is only to give our seed and die in war. That's it.
As far as a guy having a threesome before he turns 30, be prepared to not have a girlfriend after that because a lot of times it's going to bite you in the butt. Really, they bite you in the butt.
Those days are really gone forever.
Now, if that's number 20, how hot will number 1 be? Well, you'll have to wait till later. So how hot is number 19? Well, maybe not so much. Live rent-free with your folks. Free rent, free laundry, and a home-cooked meal every night. That sounds pretty hot. No? Well, then try number 18. Join a gym. And then never go. While you're drinking more, getting a beer gut, and swearing you're going to go again tomorrow. Get off the couch and go to number 17. Burning Man. It's an event in the desert where anything goes. And then it's seen as art. Now at number 16. Where can you live large and small at the same time? My favorite place, my hometown, New York City.
New York. The only city that sells t-shirts that say, I love myself.
The only city named twice, New York, New York.
You got a problem with that?
Everyone should live here. It's fabulous in New York.
But for a young person who just wants to have fun, you're not going to meet a melting pot of people in Iowa the same way you're going to do it in Manhattan.
Hello, my name is Michael Schreiber. I live in New York City, the greatest city in the world. Come on up and see my incredible apartment.
There's over 4 million people on an island just 8 miles long and 4 miles wide. As you can guess, living space is tight.
I live alone in 110 square feet, and I pay just over $800. In New York City, this is a bargain.
You've just described my apartment. Yes, I have an apartment the size of a postage stamp that I pay $17.50 for. And everyone comes in and says, it's so cute.
I know my apartment seems really small, but I have everything that I need right here. Computer, printer. This is my entertainment center. And this is my bedroom, where the magic happens. Just because I have a small apartment doesn't mean I don't know how to entertain. This is my dining room. I pull over my office chair, centerpiece, and we're all set. So this is my backyard. And it's a great place for me to come when I'm feeling cooped up, which can be pretty often. I have the Empire State Building right behind me, a lot of other beautiful New York buildings.
But if you're young enough to enjoy it, take a bite.
If you are on a mission and you really want something to happen in your life, this is as good a city in the world to make that happen.
I love New York. I think everyone should live here.
If you can't beat them, you might as well join them. And then do number 15. Make an independent film, because no one else is doing that. Number 14. Eat, drink, and smoke whatever you want. And if you want to be called a train wreck by the time you're 30, do them all at the same time. Number 13. Get tested for STDs. This would be a good one to do after that threesome you just had. Figuring out what reality is. That's the most important thing you'll do before turning 30. And what better way to figure out reality than number 12? Be on a reality show.
Andy Warhol said everyone in the future would be famous for 15 minutes. But who could have predicted reality TV?
For anybody under 30 years old that's driven, there is an outlet out there on reality television that's right for them.
You have an excuse. I was young, I was immature, I didn't know, I was partying.
It's like watching one of those old football tapes of you like crushing someone. You get to see it over and over and over again.
It's like a death row where the people pull their own switch. Woo! Yeah!
Before you pop that audition tape in the mail, say goodbye to your complex self and hello to becoming a stereotype.
The drunk slut, the token gay, the troublemaker.
If you're an African American, you must be a volatile African American.
That would be me. I filled the Asian role and the black role at the same time.
And nothing stirs up drama like alcohol.
Alcohol played a huge part in me meeting my fiance.
In reality, those 15 minutes may be shorter than you think.
It's probably down to 2 minutes of fame now for reality show stars, because there's so many of them.
I'm riding my 15 minutes into the fucking ground.
Okay, reality check. Fame is fleeting. But who cares?
Life is really short. It can't hurt you. It could change your life.
It's been fun. It's been a cool ride.
30, your life's over anyway. So you might as well get all the fun in. I'm 29, so I know. I'm sorry if anyone in this room is 30. Y'all look great.
I know, it's intense. You've got a lot to do before you turn 30. So let's take a short break before I pile more on your plate. We'll be back with answers to questions like, what am I doing with my life? And what do I do with a woman?
You voted, we heard. Here's the top 5 things you wish you hadn't done. Number 5, ooh, got arrested. Number 4, got a stupid tattoo. Number 3, racked up debt. Number 2, that one-night stand. And number 1 sat through the Matrix revolutions. What's on your list? To vote, go to g4tv.com/filter.
They are.
Welcome back. I'm Betho. Our countdown of the 20 things to do before you turn 30 is about to give you the lowdown on love. Number 11 on our list says it all. Enjoy being single. Who wants to sleep with the same woman every night anyhow? Well, then again, number 10, be miserable being single. That thing about sleeping with the same woman every night, well, now that you're alone and depressed, doesn't seem so bad anymore, does it? Well, that's why we have number 9. Stop being single and learn how to pick up women.
For centuries, man has been plagued with the eternal question, how do I get laid? Movies, TV shows, and self-help books have attempted to provide an answer. Now, there's Pickup 101, a San Francisco-based academy that runs workshops for $1,800 a pop.
We have The Art of Attraction, 3 days on the first 3 minutes of talking to a girl.
So, how do you seal the deal in just 3 minutes? In our hidden camera footage, we put our students to the test. Minute 1, how to carry yourself.
You walk out the door, the way you walk, the way you carry your body, that starts everything.
I don't buy water for nobody.
Minute 2, Kino, the kinesthetic approach. Initiating touch with a woman without creeping her out.
You want to do the hand test. It's just the ultimate test of her attractiveness. Someone want to hop up for a demo? Comes in, hey guys, high five! Grabs a girl's hand, they kind of interlock, and then he has this trailing thing.
Okay, you're kind of freaking me out.
No, this guy, it's all right.
Minute 3, building banter.
And in the desert, you see a cube. What color is it?
White.
How big is it?
Small.
It's like a little jewelry box or something? I see where this is going.
Let's review. Minute 1, the walk. Minute 2, the touch. Minute 3, the talk. But did our guy get the digits?
I'll swing over for dinner on a Tuesday.
I want a real
If you just can't seem to make it big in that meet and greet meat market, don't worry, rock star. There's always number 8. Be in a band.
Okay, you're young, and you were born to rock. Let's face it, this is your time to be in a band.
Oh, I think everyone should be in a band before they're 30.
Everybody should have at one point in their life wanted to be in a band.
Yeah.
Meet Sputnik Monroe.
I think you should be in a rock band just before the day you die.
This is what happens when you rock a little too hard. Next thing you know, you've dislocated your shoulder.
I guess when you're younger, you have a lot of energy to put out, so why not through music?
Best decision I made was when I picked up a bass was to be involved in bands.
Do guys in bands really get laid more than other guys?
Lead singer, no matter how ugly, he's getting the most action. Drummer is probably next, then the guitar player, and then the bass player. It's almost an apology when you're hooking up with the bass player.
I will have my way with the bass player. Noel attracts the most girls,
right now, so it's
hands
Noel.
down.
Yeah, they say, oh, are you in the band? That's basically how I pick up chicks.
Kevin's gonna get the pity vote here.
This is just a ploy. I pull mad chicks with a sling.
There's a definite romance to being in a van with a bunch of your friends and getting to see cities or towns or that you wouldn't have gone to otherwise.
Yeah, LA's tough. Literally thousands of bands in this town.
We have a grassroots following, and that's been built by handing out CDs, working on MySpace, playing shows. That's what we have to work at if we're going to be successful, and we know it.
I listen to the CD in my car, and, you know, I like to tell people about it because of my love for the music, too.
If we could make a living doing this and tour and see the world, then it'd be amazing.
For sure, record deal band. They are going to get signed in a heartbeat.
Sputnik Monroe are on the college charts and have over 40,000 hits on their webpage. But for most young bands, success isn't guaranteed.
It's really going to be a survival of the fittest, and you know, whoever makes the best music is going to win.
We're Sputnik Monroe, and you've been wonderful.
Coming up in the countdown, 2 guys who searched for White Castle reunite for another media adventure. Let's continue counting down the 20 things to do before you turn 30. Number 7, take part in a protest. Well, for the full protest experience, be sure to get sprayed with tear gas. Number 6 is also selfless. Be unemployed and work on your art. Your parents and the government may not understand, but we sure do. Number 5, work a crappy job. Wear a sandwich board. Be an assistant. Be an assistant to the guy wearing the sandwich board. Start at the bottom and embrace it. Even better, number 4, backpack around the world. Don't have a passport? There's another way to get some worldly experience. Number 3, learn from an older woman.
Here's to you, Mrs. Robinson. Older men and younger women are over. Now it's all about urban cougars. 40-something women who have turned the dating jungle upside down.
Cougars? Every man in his life before he turns 30 needs to date a cougar.
I really want to just make sweet love to an older woman, a mom, you know what I mean?
Which is really like a Demi Ashton relationship, 10 years older. Pick
This
someone
is the
like
cougar queen right here. I am not.
According to UrbanCougar.com, former Oakland Raider cheerleader and Miss September, Laura Redgrave, is a cougar to contend with.
I am proud to be a cougar. I have been a cougar all my life. A younger man doesn't have as much baggage, so it appears, as an older man does. He's more of a free spirit.
I wouldn't mind being with the sexy older woman who pays for stuff. Make my life a lot easier.
We just want to have fun with you. We just want to bat you around for a few hours and have fun.
And why do we date guys that are younger? Because we can.
Harold and Kumar, or in real life, John Cho and Cal Penn, are about to battle it out in a dogfight to demonstrate number 2. Stare death in the face.
Diving, climbing, looping, spinning and shooting. Better way to stare death in the face than to risk it all as a fighter pilot.
I'm blanking out. All right.
Air Combat USA gave Harold and Kumar stars John Cho and Cal Penn the adrenaline rush of a lifetime. First, suits.
This is a little tight.
Helmets. And no fear.
Why is it important to do this while you're young? Because you have a long life ahead of you. And I think that if you think you're almost going to die, it'll help you appreciate the life that you have.
It's important to do this while you're young because you still have a full glass of stupid.
You're going down, Penn! I can't hear anything in this helmet, Penn!
Former military pilots teach the basics of dogfighting.
This is what we barf in, not this. We'll make sure that the camera's pointed at you as you barf. We need to talk about how to jump out, okay? We jump out for 2 reasons. The plane's on fire and it won't go out, or it won't respond. It's not flyable.
I'm a little nervous, but more excited than nervous.
I'm not nervous. I'm scared. Bye, Carrie. Mom, Dad.
What are you doing? I'm coming back.
It's a best-of-3 contest. The goal, shoot down your friend.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah. Prepare to die, Jumper. Come on. More. Bite that. Hard left. More hard. Bring it right. Okay. Little bit of back pressure.
Where am I?
Okay, down low off your left side.
I'm blanking out.
All right. Roll right. Keep it coming right.
Oh, my God.
Keep it coming right. Hard left. More hard. Do it fire? Yeah, go ahead, man. Track it. Guns. Good shot, good kill.
So, do our top guns have the right stuff?
I feel like I might throw up. Did you crap your pants? Did you make the crap your pants?
I pooped. Did you beat me? That's weird. I didn't think you'd mention it. It's weird that you mentioned it.
I thought I was going to throw up.
I started to gray out for a second. On the first flip, I felt like totally helpless too, because like I don't know how to fly a plane.
Yeah. Or you were trying to get behind me, and I went upside down to get behind you, and then you moved out to the side and did it again.
The controls, and I was.
You didn't do it?
I did.
We're gonna go play some volleyball. You got any oil?
Let's do it.
When we come back, the number 1 thing you must do before you turn 30. Remember, what happens on Filter stays on Filter.
You voted, we heard. Here are 3 people who peaked before they turned 30. Number 3, Michael Jackson. Number 2, the Brat Pack. Number 1, Monica Lewinsky. And here are 2 people who peaked before they turned 20. Number 2, the Olsen twins. And number 1, Gary Coleman. What's on your list? To vote, go to g4tv.com/filter.
Introducing the Daily Nut. Download it now at g4tv.com.
Welcome back to Filter. I'm Beth O. So far, we've shared 19 of the things you need to do before you're 30. Now, the single most important thing you must do. Indulge yourself in the 7 deadly sins. And what better place to do it than Las Vegas?
If you're gonna break the rules, do it while you're young. So we took Chris Elwood, star of Punk'd, to Sin City and gave him 24 hours to commit the 7 deadly sins.
I'm gonna go down to the Strip in Las Vegas. I'm gonna meet some ladies, eat some grub, and win lots of money. And I'm looking forward to it. Pride. That can get you in trouble sometimes. Where are you from?
From Texas. Where are you from?
Georgia.
Damn, you look good. You work out much?
Hey, honey, I'm winning in blackjack. You want to come play?
Sure.
What are you doing? That's my machine. That's my machine. I got $1 million and we're gonna win in that. That's my machine. I'm still a little pissed off about it. Sorry.
Some bread, salad.
Yummy. That's what America's about.
Are you slurping?
All right. I'm looking forward to committing lust. Yes. I think. Come here often?
Chris doesn't know how to play blackjack.
Nice. Yes! Woohoo! It's all mine? Oh my goodness.
So, it is possible to commit the 7 deadly sins in 24 hours. The question is, was it worth it?
Oh, it was fantastic. I had a great time, and I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna actually try and invent a couple new sins.
Well, you have a lot of things to do before you turn 30, so I'll let you get started. We also want to hear from you about today's list, so go to the Filterator at g4tv.com/filter. Then, stick around for the Suicide Girls. They're sexy, they're alternative, and they're tattooed. And they were doing their own thing before they turned 30. They're on Icons next.
From the sickest horror scenes, to things that crawl all over you, to what's really in your fast food burger, there are things that won't just gross you out, they'll terrorize you forever. Filter's got all the weirdest, oh God, wildest and nastiest things you don't want to see. We're gonna make you squirm and scream at 14 things that will scar you for life. And Beth O's counting them down. Don't say we didn't warn you.
Welcome to Filter, the show that counts down what counts to you. I'm Beth O, and tonight's show is gonna hit you where it hurts. From creepy bonding rituals to weirdos who mistreat their unmentionables, we're counting down the things that will scar you for life. Kicking things off at number 14 is gross out movie gore.
T-14 and counting. They're sick. They're violent. They're depraved. No, they're not your best friends. They're splatter movies, and you love them. But they will scar you for life. Splatter found its revolting roots with the early 60s films of Herschel Gordon Lewis. But it was the classic 70s movies of George Romero that got everyone puking.
Good Lord.
I
think the first one that really messed with me was Return of the Living Dead, where he bites into the guy's brain and all the blood goes I mean, I had nightmares for weeks afterwards. I still can't watch zombie movies.
At the end of Day of the Dead, the bad guy, he's being chased by this horde of zombies, and they rip him in half. And as they're eating his intestines, he says the most badass thing you can ever say while someone is eating your guts. He goes, "Choke on him! Choke on him!"
Okay, the most graphic movie scene that I can't get out of my head, you know, anything from Geely was pretty bad.
In Pet Sematary 1, this thing is like, Rachel! Rachel! Great. Like, I'm gonna forget that, ever.
There's the famous Japanese horror movie Audition that has the now legendary scene of this sharp piece of metal penetrating an eyeball. Classics like the Alien Chestburster, very, very, very arousing.
The ear-cutting scene in Reservoir Dogs. If I remember correctly, the guy is doused in gasoline first. So you figure it's got a sting on top of the fact that it hurts that he's getting his ear cut off.
That scene has scarred me for life.
Another 6 weeks in therapy for me.
So fake blood and rubber guts aren't hardcore enough for you? Brace yourselves for number 13 on our list, Faces of Death. This 1979 cult classic spawned a generation of imitators. What shocked audiences then would win a Pulitzer now. That's why the evening news is number 12 on our list. There's an old joke about how if you like laws or sausages, you should never see either one being made. Things that will scar you for life. Fast food.
T-minus 11 and counting. It's fast, it's filling, and it's scientifically calculated to make you crave more. But vegan chef Alex Jameson says that one peek behind the scenes of your favorite fast food place, and you may never stop barfing.
Fast food can scar you for life in so many different ways.
Alex is the wife of filmmaker Morgan Spurlock, who ate an all-fast food diet in his documentary, Super Size Me, and nearly died in the process.
His liver was so filled with fat that his doctor was comparing his liver to pate.
The McRib upsets me. And the McRib upsets me because looking at it, it's basically a gigantic pork gelatin patty. That's upsetting to my head.
Last year, I was 400 pounds. Yeah. Now I am, 280 now. Like when I see people eating that stuff now, it's just like, just put a gun to your head, man. You know, just put a gun to your head and pull the trigger.
In a regular fast food hamburger, you could find the meat from hundreds of cows. And there's no way to track if one cow is sick, where did that come from, and how many people have eaten from that one animal.
And the odds are pretty good that those cows are sick. Instead of grazing on wholesome grass like their free-range ancestors, today's industrial livestock choke down a pre-digested gloop of steroids, antibiotics, and other cows.
Bacteria, viruses, mad cow, it still exists. It's still out there. Most people have foodborne illnesses, and they don't know it. They think they have the flu, or they think they have a stomach virus.
And what goes better with your bovine spongiform encephalopathy entree than a side of embalmed fries?
The oil that they use to fry the French fries in, it's not for human consumption. And soybean oil is usually heavily sprayed with pesticides.
And if you thought the beef was bad, get a load of your typical fast food poultry dish. Last time we checked, chickens didn't actually have nuggets.
I had ordered chicken McNuggets. I bit into one, and it was like fat and a little piece of chicken meat in the middle of all this breading. Oh, it was bad.
Hot dogs are made of lips and assholes. That has scarred me more than anything else. I'd get 4 or 5 of them, and curly fries, and pink lemonade. And it always made me sick, but then like the next week I'd be there for more.
Yeah, but it tastes good. Eat it.
Next in the countdown, keep a lock on your door, but not for what you think. You voted, we heard. Here's 5 Hollywood parasites. Number 5, any reality TV stars. Number 4, Kato Kaelin. Number 3, Johnny Drama. Number 2, Fredo Corleone. And number 1, the facehugger from Alien. To vote on future lists, go to g4tv.com/filter.
Welcome back to Filter's countdown of 14 things that will scar you for life. So far, we've been talking about mental and emotional scarring. But in this case, we mean it literally. No matter how you slice it, circumcision is number 10. I'm sure you can think of something you'd rather do with your penis. But did you ever get caught doing it? That's number 9.
T-9 and counting. Whether you're a party of 2 or playing a 5-finger solo, nobody likes getting caught airing Mr. Happy.
Getting caught in the act is scarring simply for the fact that, like, you probably don't look, like, really cool at all. You got that weird, like, face on, and then somebody comes around the corner, and then next thing you know, you got a lot of explaining to do.
I never got caught because I would wait till my parents went out. I went to the store, and like, it's like, okay, we'll be back in an hour. We're gonna go pick some stuff up. Slam, boom, boom. Everything in the house that could be a potential lubricant was used, detailed, put into a spreadsheet. Butter, sure. Oil, sure. Canola makes it stinky. Ketchup, no. Heat up the ketchup, maybe.
Yeah, there's always that awkward moment where you come home unexpectedly and the computer that you and your roommate share is in the front room, and you open the front door and then he jumps up, grabbing his pants, and runs out of the room.
The fact of your existence makes it plausible that your parents once had sex. But no, that couldn't have happened.
But I do remember one time when I had a horrible stomach ache and no one was answering the door and there were strange noises coming from what was later told to me to be the refrigerator. It's downstairs. Are you aware of that, Dad? The fridge is downstairs. I know it's hard to come up with something great on the fly, but clearly you've had a few minutes to come up with a better story than the fridge was moaning. The fridge makes ice. Yes, it doesn't moan.
I did walk in on my grandparents. I had no idea that people from the 1920s were so into genital piercing. They had tons.
In some cultures, nudity is no big deal, but those cultures are not ours. And if you've ever accidentally seen your sister naked, you'll understand why. It's number 8. Lots of stuff happened in the 70s that you hope never happens again. Disco, polyester, creepy suburban swinger parties. But pooping, puking, and bleeding out the eyes, all at the same time, that takes the cake. Ebola is number 7. You know what they say, those who can't do, teach. So what does that say about people who teach sex ed? And where was our health teacher when we needed to know about number 5 on our scarring list? Body parasites.
T-5 and counting. Think you're alone? Think again. Right now, your skin, hair, and guts are crawling with billions of tiny parasites. They're so small, you can't even see them without a microscope. But one look is all you need to scar you for life.
I have bugs on me now.
I don't even care. I don't want to know about it.
It's disgusting. I feel crawly and gross.
Mites are itty-bitty, teeny-weeny little creatures who like to snuggle up in your skin and hair. But, what kind of god could allow such horrible grotesqueries to exist?
Your body is just this wilderness of hideous, nightmarish, cyclopean monstrosities, and the less we know of it, the better. In fact, I think health education should be banned. Kids should pick that up on the streets like I did.
My favorite mite is the Demodex follicularis. 98% of the human population has them living in their eyebrows. They're so small that 25 of them can live inside of one hair follicle. So you probably have thousands living in your eyebrows alone.
And if that thought alone wasn't enough to ruin your sleep, here's some more good news. Thanks to ever-increasing world tourism, bed bugs are back.
I had bed bugs once. And they get on, they suck your blood, and they expand like a giant. They start like the size of a small bug, but they'll get up to be like the size of like your fingernail. And it's disgusting, because you can actually see them, then you crush them, they're full of blood.
External parasites are content to snack on the little skin or suck your blood. But tapeworms have really got nerve. They move right into your stomach and snag your food before you even have a chance to digest it.
They just grow according to how much they can eat.
I had a friend that went to South America, and when she came back, she passed a worm that was 7 feet long. It took her a couple of hours to get it through.
One of the ways to remove tapeworm is to kind of bait them out of the body by having the person who is infested sit on a piece of meat or a bowl of milk or something to kind of coax the tapeworm out. And then once the head of the tapeworm kind of makes itself known, to get a stick and start rolling the tapeworm out of the rectal area of the recipient. recipient, and then you roll it all the way out.
The human body is endless in its ability to horrify.
So, next time you're in a bad mood and somebody asks, hey, what's eating you? You know exactly what to tell them.
If these things get into your skin, get under your skin, get into your bloodstream, they're there. And then all you can do is try to get rid of them.
Thanks for letting me think about it, Filter.
Yeesh. I need to go wash something. But stick around. We've got lots more stuff when Filter keeps scarring you. Right after this.
You voted, we heard. Here's 5 deadly fast foods. Number 5, Pizza Hut. 1 slice of Meat Lover's 14-inch large stuffed crust, 500 calories. Number 4, Taco Bell Fiesta Taco Salad, 860 calories. Number 3, McDonald's 10-piece chicken selects premium breast strips, 1,270 calories. Number 2, Carl's Jr. $6 burger, 1,522 calories. And number 1, Burger King large chocolate milkshake, 1,260 calories. And that's just a shade. To vote on future lists, go to g4tv.com/filter.
Welcome back to Filter's countdown of the 14 things that will scar you for life. Next on our list, it's cruel, it's warped, and it's homoerotic. It's got something for everyone. It's fraternity hazing, and it's our number 4. Some people like getting branded or cut or having wacky bits of hardware stuck in them. It's called body modification, and it's number 3.
T-3 and counting. A new hairstyle, a trendy piercing, even a subtle tattoo. That's what most of us do when we want a change. Others don't stop until they resemble a new species. And artists like Todd Sorensen at the Velvet Grip in Hollywood are their masters of mayhem.
I'm a body modification Jedi, as I call myself. I do all types of extreme body modification, from implants to tongue splittings, branding, scarification, everything that is pretty scary stuff.
In the growing trend toward more extreme body modding, tongue splitting is certainly on the cutting edge.
Tongue splitting is primarily cosmetic. It's just a procedure to release the small web of skin that encapsulates your tongue muscles. Your tongue is actually 2 separate muscles, and that's why you can flip your tongue from one side to the other. Well, now you can, in time, learn free movement of both muscles where you can actually pick things up.
I got the tongue split about a year ago. There was a tribe of, basically monks that used to split their tongues and stretch them. Now, they'd roll it back into their throat and stick one side up each nostril from the inside and meditate until suffocation. And they thought that it, brought them out of the physical realm or whatever.
My internal spiritual penis is split in twain, so that says everything about me.
How do you ever, ask somebody for directions when you have the split tongue? Could you tell me how to get to West Olympia? Oh, God, it's the devil!
Can you eat soup the same way? Does it affect, noodles?
Yeah, it was definitely painful. No Novocaine, no nothing. Forceps and a scalpel. And Todd basically stabs through the tongue with a scalpel and starts sawing towards the front. A feeling you can't imagine. You actually have to come back for 3 separate cuts. The second cut, we actually severed an artery on accident, and I ended up in the emergency room for a little while.
But remember, the pain of the scalpel is nothing compared to the pain of breaking your mama's heart.
Take it or leave it. At least those body mod folks are doing their thing on purpose. But what do you call it when a 10-penny nail goes into your forehead by accident? It's probably the result of a demented backyard stunt.
T-2 and counting. Guys have been pulling boneheaded stunts since way before YouTube, before home video, even before TV. There are probably cave paintings in France of prehistoric dudes headbutting buffalo.
If I took my hand and stapled it to a board, every girl would go like, ooh, that's so stupid, why would you do that? But every dude would be like, that is friggin' awesome, dude, way to rock. And I'd be like, yeah, it is kind of cool, isn't it?
The new way to have your 15 minutes of fame now is to become a viral internet video.
All you have to do is be a part of physics to go off. If you just, gravity will take over if you just go down and up the ramp over the alligator pit. You don't need that much skill, you just need to be willing to do it.
I think there's something intrinsic in an 11-year-old boy. They already know that they've got to start destroying themselves in some way to be attractive to adult women.
The difference between tragedy and comedy is like when I cut my finger, that's tragedy. But when you fall off a cliff and die, that's comedy.
Skateboarding, jumping off the roof, dancing alongside your moving car. Hey, go for it. We love your pain.
You know what the new thing is? Is ghost riding the whip. Ghost riding the whip is this incredible phenomena. You run your car, you get out of your car while it's still going, and then you dance alongside it. So like there you are dancing next to your moving car, and there are dudes who are like trying to ghost ride the whip, and then the car spins and runs them over, or they crash into a pole.
You know, you're what? You're 16, you're young, you might not be the smartest thing in the world, but you're bouncy, you've got the resiliency of youth behind you, you can endure pain, you heal quick. Why not? You gotta shake it up. You gotta break it a little. Suburbia needs to be broken. And America's youth is doing that right now. And God bless them for it.
Stick around. Our countdown of things that will scar you for life continues right after this. What? You're gonna quit on me now? Welcome back to Filter's countdown of the 14 things that will scar you for life. So far, we've seen blood, gore, genital mutilation, and the creepier side of campus life. What's worse, you ask? Lucky for me, I'll never find out firsthand.
T-1 and counting. The British royal family have the right idea. They keep their crown jewels locked away in a stone tower. But the rest of us have our pride and joy in the most vulnerable of places. Just asking for a nauseating, nightmarish direct hit.
Getting kicked in the balls is the worst pain you could ever possibly experience.
The pain involved with getting kicked in the balls is not an acute, sharp, boom, over with, and now I'm recovering. No, it is a long, arduous, grueling process.
Once you get kicked, that can rip open a vein or an artery that's going down in the testicular area.
Don't say balls and ripped open in the same sentence. Women have no idea what this experience is like. It's like,
Your soul is exiting through a very small entry that's supposed to go in the other direction.
And there's nothing you can do except whimper and huddle and return to the fetal position and just wait until the waves of nausea finally pass over you.
And then you just have bleeding that goes into the scrotal area. And the scrotum is like a bag that can just fill up and get bigger and bigger and bigger.
Wait a second. Aren't doctors supposed to make people feel better? Help us out here, Doc.
The testis, number one, isn't getting enough blood, so it isn't getting enough oxygen and can die off just because of the lack of oxygen.
Somehow, that wasn't very comforting. So basically, the drill is you get kicked in the nads, you see stars, and then...
There's always somebody saying walk it off, which is like the most ridiculous thing you could say to somebody, walk it off.
This guy turned around and kicked up through the back of my leg, just dropped me. He was a soccer player. Just completely crushed my testicles while 3 girls laughed at me. And then I tried to stand up, and then I just dropped back to the ground. It was debilitating in a lot of ways.
More ways than you can imagine. If you get kicked hard enough, you can... Well, here, let's let Dr. Daybrightener explain what could happen.
It's actually a medical emergency if you have this situation where it twists and it kind of turns blue. It's called a torsion, and it's really dangerous. And if that happens, it has to be addressed immediately and usually sometimes surgically.
I don't know why God had our balls out and why he put them in front and why he had an area that directly points to them for kicking purposes. He's a cruel and whimsical God.
It's over. You made it. Okay, you might never be the same, but I'm impressed. Until next time, check us out on the web at g4tv.com/filter and try to think happy thoughts. I'm Beth O, and that's what counts.
Some guys are annoying. Others are irritating. And then there's these guys.
Yeah, if they want to.
From a dick to perfect. From cocky to cocky. They say hate's a strong word, but sometimes it's just necessary. Filter's about to show you why there are 16 guys it's okay to hate. And Beth O's gonna count us down.
Welcome to Filter, the show that not only entertains, but also teaches you how to count backwards. I bet there are guys who make you mad because they beat you at poker, got your girl, or even stepped on you for a promotion. We understand. That's why we're counting down the 16 guys it's okay to hate. Let's get riled up with number 16 on our list. He's a gifted athlete who's managed to single-handedly destroy at least 2 football teams. Unfortunately, they were his own. He calls himself T.O., Terrell Owens.
T-minus 16 and counting. Yeah, wide receiver Terrell Owens has scored over 100 touchdowns so far in his career. But this offensive player has offended lots more folks than that along the way.
Suck, T.O.! He looks sweet out there, but he has an attitude that just destroys everything around him. Hey, yo, come on, dude. He just talks and talks and talks. Like no comment. Play football.
With Terrell Owens, you get the sense that it is all about money and ego gratification, not just the love of the game.
During T.O.'s tenure with the Niners and the Eagles, he ran his mouth to the press.
I don't want nobody to tell you what he said.
And insulted his own quarterback, Donovan McNabb. In the middle of one of his infamous touchdown celebrations, he pulled a Sharpie from his sock to autograph the ball.
You know, a lot of people are upset with T.O., but I'll tell you what upset me the most. When T.O. was in Dallas, playing against the Cowboys, scoring a touchdown, and then running back to midfield and doing a dance on the star. And as a Jewish man, that star represents David, and it upset me.
T.O. threatened not to play for the Eagles, saying it'd be hard to get back on the field if he's not getting paid. This was after the Eagles gave him $49 million for 7 years.
Man, you're making the brothers look bad, dude.
In the offseason, T.O. signed with the Cowboys, the very team whose star he stomped.
His legacy is at stake here. Terrell Owens is going to be great his first year in Dallas.
T.O. can't go nowhere but up.
T.O., stop being a dick.
You suck, T.O.!
T.O.'s got nothing on number 15. A man with overwhelming yet inexplicable international popularity. It's Yanni. That's right. Get used to it.
T-minus 15 and counting. In the pantheon of truly annoying musicians, one man stands boldly ahead of the pack. He's a Greek superstar with long, silky tresses. He plays drippy, new age anthems on keyboards. He has a dumbass one-word name. Yanni.
It's okay to hate Yanni because his music is horrible.
It's okay to hate Yanni. I don't think anybody's going to argue with that.
You know, I can't hate Yanni because he's just such a good punchline. Like, honestly, like, how many jokes in the world would not exist without Yanni?
Poor Yanni. So many people want to make fun.
Inexplicably, Yanni's recorded over 35 gold and platinum albums, and they all reflect his wussy, sensitive side.
He's assaulted our good taste in music with his, like, new agey synth sludge. I mean, I listen to that and my ears start to bleed a little bit.
His music, it just, I think, associates you with, like, the dentist's office or the doctor's office or an elevator, which are really not pleasant places to be.
If his craptastic music wasn't enough of a reason to hate him, here's another. Earlier this year, it wasn't just the piano keys Mr. Sensitive was hitting. Nope. Yanni was arrested for allegedly smacking his girlfriend around and chucking her out of their Florida home.
There's got to be so much pent-up rage in that guy. Maybe that dude needs to find a different outlet, like squash or skeet shooting.
Remember Zamfir? Anyone? Zamfir played the pan flute, and you could buy his album on the TV. Do you ever think that there was a Yanni-Zamfir rivalry, like an East Coast-West Coast sort of thing? Like Yanni popped a cap in Zamfir's ass? Because we don't hear from Zamfir anymore, do we? Zamfir was the Tupac of pan flute.
It's just okay to hate Yanni.
Would you go to a surgeon named Dr. Bubba?
Would you get advice from him in between commercial breaks? So why do millions of people try to solve their problems on TV with a guy named Dr. Phil? The doctor is in the 14th slot.
T-minus 14 and counting. Dr. Phil, everyone's favorite self-help guru. Got your fill of Phil? Impossible.
Yep. I love Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil is a dick to be loved.
It's that Texas accent. You can say anything with that accent, and you'll sound like at least you kind of know where you're coming from.
That's right.
He just thinks that if he yells loud enough, we'll just do whatever he says. He just scares us into submission.
Yeah. Believe it or not, Dr. Phil did get a psych degree pre-Oprah. And with the brains of Dear Abby and the looks of Jeffrey Tambor, he harpooned from the Oprah show to his own show, humbly titled Dr. Phil.
I watch him as often as I can. I think he's very clever.
I freaking hate him. He needs a punch in the mouth.
Kill Bill Phil likes to chop out advice and memorable lines like, you got to name it to claim it. But other catchphrases are harder to understand.
Come on. Love isn't the pizza man. It doesn't deliver. I don't really know what he's talking about.
Bag him, tag him, take him home. Is he talking about a corpse?
Is this famous phrase maker a Bill Dodger? In 2003, a Texas private jet company threatened to sue Fly and Ditch Phil for not paying nearly $140,000 in unpaid bills.
I've got problems just like everybody else does.
And you're going to make yourself the police out there deciding that people should live their lives certain ways. You should pay the people who actually went to the cost of supplying the jet for you and flying it around for you.
You gotta stop.
There's no expectation that Dr. Phil's a nice, friendly guy. He's that guy from Oprah who browbeats people, and he browbeats them into, quote-unquote, doing the right thing. So why wouldn't he be browbeating people left and right other times?
Which leads us to offer this advice to the doctor.
What the hell, Dr. Phil? Fatty.
Who better at unlucky number 13 than Satan, the ultimate symbol of temptation? A guy who has the power to put your soul in eternal damnation, but carries a farmer's pitchfork. And now he's telling us to go to a commercial. Coming up, we'll tell you why you can hate this guy, too.
Hey, don't regret another thing in your life. Stay with us to finally understand what it means to be a playa hater. You voted, we heard. Here's 5 albums we're embarrassed we bought. Number 5, MC Hammer. Number 4, Extreme. Number 3, Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. Number 2, Limp Bizkit. And number 1, Vanilla Ice. What's on your list? To vote, go to g4tv.com/filter.
What do you think? Welcome back. I'm Beth O. If you just got here, get out the venom. We're counting down the 16 guys it's okay to hate. If we were in high school, we'd call him Ken Lame. He's Kenneth Lay, and we're given the ex-Enron CEO number 12. Well, at least until the state assigns him another number. Hate is a strong word, but it won't be spoken by number 11, mine. Between the white face paint and the dead silence, I can understand why people put them in those invisible boxes they're always trying to get out of. From ER to Batman to politics, number 10 is George Clooney. A guy it's okay to hate because he's got it all. Don't hate me for saying that. Here's the evidence.
T-minus 10 and counting.
Why George Clooney is okay to hate. His nickname is Gorgeous George, and he was named People Magazine's sexiest man alive.
You could maybe hate him because he's gorgeous, but you're just being jealous, and jealousy is going nowhere.
You can also hate him for his dynamic career. He's not a doctor, but he played one on TV. Then he played a superhero and is like one in real life. This fellow Clooney has the Midas touch.
Right now is sort of the golden time. It feels really good right now.
He's funny, he's nice, he's smart, he makes good movies. Batman and Robin, all right, but he realizes it sucked. I mean, like, the guy's even apologizing for it.
This guy's got integrity. He fought with a director for yelling at extras. And on another movie set, he even ate lunch with the crew.
He's got millions of dollars, and he still chooses to make a movie about how the media has failed us. I just hate him for being so awesome and so Academy Award winning.
George is even a humanitarian, fighting to stop the genocide in Darfur.
When he talks about Darfur, you know, you have to say, like, good. At least he's using his celebrity for something good, so there's no reason to hate him for that.
He is the guy that everyone wants to be. He's dating models and everyone else. He has a huge house in Italy. He owned a pig.
He's charming, he's smart, he's intelligent, he's political, he's an activist, he cares about the world, plus he was on The Facts of Life.
Could you be more perfect? He's impossible to hate, which is exactly why you should hate him.
And he never returns my phone calls. You know who's not returning yours? The guy who's been messing you up this whole time. He's always trying to keep you down. He's number 9, the man.
T-minus 9 and counting.
Hello, you have reached the man. Prepare to be screwed in life in every way. To get shafted by your health insurance company, press 1. To pay higher ATM fees, press 2. Or just continue to hold, because the man will make your life a living hell.
The man is usually the corporate entity or the governmental entity that's screwing around with you.
That's not good enough.
The DMV, definitely the man. The post office, definitely the man.
You can go to the Department of Motor Vehicles, and of course, they're part of the man.
We are experiencing heavy call volume. Please continue to be ignored.
Have you heard of parking tickets? You better pay them within 30 days, because they don't just double it. They, like, add a service handling fee with a smile. Hard-earned cash coming out of my Velcro wallet.
And don't let it happen again.
Please continue to hold.
He's the unseen force that keeps you down, man. He's the one with he's the all-seeing eye of the law, keeping you down, taking your taxes, stealing your children in the night.
All of us are screwed unless you're Dick Cheney or you run a pharmaceutical or a credit card company.
I don't work for the man. I work for myself. Therefore, the man cannot screw me anymore because now I am screwing him.
The story isn't that the man screws us, it's that every generation everyone's like shocked that it happens. The only recourse that I have is to pray to my dark God that I am born the man next life.
Screw the man.
Not likely. The man always wins. Goodbye.
It's not as long as a post office line, but it's a commercial break and we have to take it. Then it's back to socially acceptable loathing when you see who's coming up next. Welcome back to Filter. I'm Beth O. We're counting down the 16 guys it's okay to hate. In fact, it's encouraged. Batting in the number 8 position is Barry Bonds. He's trying to break the all-time home run title, but has a small, beefed-up cloud hanging over his accomplishment. Number 7 on our list is Lex Luthor. Okay, the guy's not real, but he makes major trouble for world democracy and for Superman. Back off, Lex. It's hard enough being a guy in blue tights. No list of guys it's okay to hate would be complete without a Hollywood tool. Number 6 loves to party, loves to hang out with gorgeous women, and comes complete with a sex tape. He's Irish actor Colin Farrell.
T-minus 6 and counting.
It's easy to hate a guy like Colin Farrell. First, he had almost overnight stardom, and he did it while doing most of Hollywood.
How did you get Britney to be your date?
He's a good kisser. Colin Farrell is super hot. He's definitely super hot.
And with instant fame comes instant resentment.
He's living this bad boy lifestyle, and no matter what happens to him, his star is never tarnished.
You would have had a very good time.
Look at me, I'm badass. I'm shaved. I smoke. I wear a hat all the time.
But wait, there's more.
Colin Farrell has a monster pendulum. You better bleep this out. He's got an enormous.
He's a big boy.
There is no God, because if there was a God, he would give you a little friggin' pinky, but no. Thunderdog.
But it was a homemade sex tape he made with a Playboy playmate that really attracted attention.
I don't think Colin Farrell cares that his sex tape is out there. I truly think someone told him it existed, and he was like, where are the other 12?
Yeah, if they want to know.
Really?
The tape solidified Colin's rep as the libido with the Irish lilt. He's rumored to have banged Britney, Lindsay, and a whole lot of other lasses who can't get enough of his lucky charms.
It's a good time.
Colin Farrell, an all-around Hollywood tool with a tool that's not as clean as a whistle.
Definitely a mercy at this point, yes. Sorry, Colin.
Come back, the guy that's okay to hate because he gets all the love.
Welcome to our countdown of 16 guys it's okay to hate. Our first runner-up at number 2 is porn star Ron Jeremy. He's on our list for being the most unlikely and luckiest candidate to put the oh yes into poor no.
T-2 and counting.
Ron Jeremy is probably the first name that comes to mind when you think male porn star. Affectionately named the Hedgehog, Ron has won the undying admiration of his fans as well as his co-stars.
Ron Jeremy, the sweet, loving, intelligent, quick-witted, funny, good-looking.
Ron is one of the most loving, sensitive, caring people.
He's quite the ladies' man.
A hopeless romantic, too.
And the industry loves him, too.
Watching Ron Jeremy perform a scene was one of the absolute highlights of my career. I liken it to seeing Al Pacino and watching him act.
How many chicks have you been?
How many girls have I banged? Including your mom, I had one.
Go ahead and hate him, but Ron's appeared in 2,000 adult films and directed over 100. Ron's managed to land parts in mainstream films and TV shows, and Adult Video News recently named Ron the #1 porn star of all time. But we really shouldn't hate him because he's doing them all for us.
It's the average-looking guy thing. You see the football player and the cheerleader, then you see me with these gorgeous girls like, well, hey, I got a shot.
It was just an awe to be in the same room with him. I was in shock because I thought, how can someone so famous for doing pornos sort of look like that?
He gets more tail than anybody in town.
It's okay to envy a guy who's had sex with 4,000 women, give or take a few hundred. So, does Ron Jeremy, the everyman, have everything?
The Lord should say, get this or this. Either good looking or you have a big schmeckle. Because now look at Ron Jeremy. That's fair.
From porn to politics, our #1 guy it's okay to hate is Richard, call me Dick, Cheney.
T-1 and counting.
It's okay to hate Vice President Dick Cheney. He's been linked to Halliburton, the mad cow of cash cows, and was a wuss in the aftermath of Hurricane Katrina. But first and foremost, his name is Dick, and he's not afraid to use it.
He's the product of inbred government.
Well, I mean, I think anybody who comes into government and when they file their first tax return shows income of like $36 million made from Halliburton, that gets you pretty far along on like the Dick curve.
Dick Cheney's a dick because, well, he was born a dick. And once you're born a dick, it's hard to get rid of that.
But who is the man behind the snarl? We turn to a body language expert, Olivia Fox, to help us understand what makes Dick tick.
He likes scaring people. Terror is something he obviously enjoys. If you look at his mouth, what it actually is, you can see the corner of his lip curling up. That actually shows contempt for whoever it is that he's thinking about.
Is he really a bionic evil warlord? Or just misunderstood?
In this shot, his entire body is tense. So he might have just gotten attacked. He's going in for the kill here.
But beneath the beastly exterior beats the heart, when it's working, of a patriot.
He is sort of American that I aspire to. Rich, corrupt, white like pork fat.
We all know him as an upright authority figure, but this Dick once had a wild side. At the ripe drinking age of 21, he earned himself not 1, but 2 DUIs. More recently, in an unrelated incident, he shot his friend in the face.
What makes him a total dick is actually the fact that the person who he shot ended up apologizing for getting in the way of the bullets.
I'm the guy who pulled the trigger that fired the round that hit Harry.
I think that Dick Cheney is an evil genius. He still is. Now he's just an evil genius with a gun.
What's next for this Dick?
He may even be there long after Bush is gone. Who knows? The next administration will come and they'll discover Dick Cheney's actually still there, sleeping in the White House.
Now that's a Dick move.
have it. 16 guys it's okay to hate. And now that we got that out of our systems, go and like people and log on to the Filterator. We want to hear from you about today's list at g4tv.com/filter. See you next time.
From gaming
I could do that for Dave.
to chasing. He has fired his shotgun at pursuing officers. Firsts are hard to forget.
She was a cute sheep. She was a good-looking sheep.
They're intriguing.
I just remember being slightly terrified and very happy to be there.
Unexpected.
Oh my God! And I'm like, what?
Captivating and life-changing. Filter's counting down our favorite 15 firsts, and Beth O's bringing it to number 1.
Hi, I'm Beth O, and welcome to Filter. We're the show that brings you all the twisted facts you never learned in high school. Today we're looking at our favorite 15 firsts. From automotive mayhem to losing your virginity, we'll be bringing you the big events that shaped our world and rocked yours. And we kick it off with number 15, a TV obsession. The first televised car chase.
T-minus 15 and counting.
He's now over in the shoulder. He has fired his shotgun at pursuing officers. California Highway Patrol officers are still continuing the pursuit.
Why do we love watching car chases? You know, because it's real, because it's chips on TV. I love LA car chases because that's like the best TV show ever.
It's hard to imagine Los Angeles without televised car chases, but it wasn't until New Year's Day, 1992, as hungover couch potatoes napped through a rerun of Matlock, that the tradition was born. We're ready to go live when you are.
We heard on the police radio that the California Highway Patrol was chasing somebody wanted for 2 homicides. We immediately jumped on it.
And that the patrolman just rear-ended the suspect.
Los Angeles viewers, for the very first time, saw their police departments working in real time, and they were mesmerized by what they were seeing on television.
And we ate it up. Live freak shows of hot pursuits grew into a 90s phenomenon before we finally numbed out on the whole breaking news thing.
We just cannot believe that they actually think that this is not going to end badly. And there's nothing better than watching it and just waiting for that moment.
And you're like, do I want him to wipe out? Do I want to see this big fiery explosion and body parts flying everywhere? Or do I want him to get away? Because, it takes balls.
This guy does not want to get caught.
You might have just killed, like, a whole family, but I'd like to see you get away, or at least just extend this news coverage 15 more minutes until the Friends rerun comes on. Just give me something.
And now a CHP officer is now, looks like a shot may have been fired.
It changed the complexion of news for the worse in many ways, because now people are desperately finding reasons to go live.
Looks like a shot may have been fired by one of the CHP officers, and looks like this pursuit has terminated.
Our next first belongs to George Washington. He was our nation's first president, first leader of the Continental Army, and first famous guy with wooden teeth. Number 13 on our list is John Paul I. He was the first John Paul, the first pope with 2 names, and even after all that, only pope for 33 days. From piety to pinups, number 12 on our list is one of my favorites, the first cover girl.
T-minus 12 and counting.
Ah, the cover girl. Nothing else holds such sweet promise like a hot woman on the front of a magazine.
I think the best part about a cover girl on a magazine is if you're in a really big hurry to see some nice boobs and you don't have time to open the magazine, she's there immediately.
In our tiny little monkey brains, we think for a second we have a shot.
And I know that just sounds like because I'm an ugly guy who is never going to sleep with a cover girl ever. Okay, I'm jealous.
Get over it. Cover girls are worth all your dreams and desires. Like the first cover of FHM March 2000, which featured the babylicious Rachel Lee Cook.
I like this cover. I don't like that it says, "Do you know how to have sex?" so near to my face. It's a little personal. That's not covered in the interview, by the way.
Rachel Lee Cook's pretty hot. Beautiful, funny, smart, the kind of woman that you could take out for a fantastic fancy dinner and paint the town red, or stay at home, drink beer, and play Risk.
I guess if I had to be on the cover of a magazine, it would be a toss-up between Dog Fancy and High Times.
Yeah, I'm wearing a knitted bathing suit. What? Wouldn't you?
I think there's probably a lot of bathroom breaks. I think a lot of issues were sold. I think it's probably pretty exciting.
I did that when I was, I think, 20. Here I am, 26, with my clothes on and married. See? You can pull your life together.
Number 11 is a first that revolutionized spare time. It's your first video game.
T-minus 11 and counting.
Before 1972, American children were raised free range, left to play outside with the hoop and stick, or down at the old swimming hole. Then, along came Pong, and with it, the video game revolution that turned us all into Veal.
Yeah, I remember the first video game I ever played. It might also be the last video game I ever played. I played Pong.
Breakout, where you moved it back and forth and the ball would, well, it wasn't a ball, it was kind of a square that acted like a ball. The more things you hit out, the more it knocked out and the faster it went, and ooh, it was exciting.
The first coin-op video games were found mostly in bars, and when they eventually proved more popular than booze and women, the arcade was born.
Space Invaders. I remember I walked into a local store, and there was this magic box with a television in it, and little buttons and a joystick, and this is amazing. What is it? It only cost $0.25 to have endless phalanxes of aliens march down and inevitably crush you.
I remember Joust was the first video game I played, which I don't know why they called it Joust, because they should have called it Land on the Other Dude's Ostrich, because that's what you had to do. I wanted to be king of the ostrich knights.
But of course, nothing's really cool until somebody dies from it. When a gamer at a Korean internet cafe actually croaked after playing for 4 straight days, video games were officially an addictive substance.
I could spend literally hours of flying down to get the people, and then flying them up, and letting them fall. I could do that for Dave.
I can play the original Zelda for at least 36 hours in a row if I have enough Diet Coke, if I have enough chips.
River Raid. Sweet. I need to get another copy of that, actually.
First video game I ever played is a classic, Pac-Man. Pac-Man was really hard. It's a hard game. It's still hard. There's like gaming experts all over the place. Games now don't even compare to Pac-Man.
Coming up, what Academy Award-winning actor made his film debut in the world's first X-rated movie?
Dude, don't do it.
Introducing the Daily Nut.
Welcome, web junkies.
From the coolest news sites to the latest viral videos, it's a daily podcast highlighting the best of the internet every day. The Daily Nut. Download it now at g4tv.com.
Welcome back to Filter. I'm Betho, and we're counting down our favorite 15 firsts. In 1897, track star Dick Grant entered the Boston Marathon. After running 15 feet, he hurt his leg and he ended up quitting. Ever hear of a film called Greetings? It's number 9. And in 1968, it became the very first movie to get an X rating. What might surprise you is that it starred Robert De Niro. There's a lot more controversy over our number 8 entry, the first cloned animal.
T-8 and counting.
Isn't it great being you? In fact, the only thing better would be 2 of you. Or in this case, literally, 2 you. That's what happened to Dolly the sheep, who in Scotland in 1997 became the first animal cloned from an adult cell.
She was named Dolly after Dolly Parton because of mammary glands. That's a true story.
She was a cute sheep. She was a good-looking sheep. And she kind of opened up the world's eyes to what could be done by making duplicates.
It takes a brave team of scientists to undertake something as controversial as cloning. And it takes a Scotsman to imagine that a sheep was a cool thing to clone.
I think they chose to clone a sheep because nobody can tell if it's really a clone or not. I mean, the essence of being a sheep is a follower, and they sort of look the same and act the same as everyone else. I wouldn't know if that was a clone or not.
a shepherd would know the difference, and he would be clear to point out she's got a little patch of white under her chin that I find particularly attractive.
You never hear somebody say, well, I'm a sheep person, because that raises eyebrows. You know, really, what makes you a sheep person? If something's going to die, you want it to be something that somebody would have eaten anyway, so you can say, what, you're so upset? You just had lamb chops last night.
Some people have tried to clone their pets. I think when Fluffy goes, you just got to let Fluffy go.
I would clone a midget pony. Just because I love them.
I thought at times it would be really great if I could clone myself.
How much more satisfying would masturbation be?
The first thing I would have cloned, if I could have cloned something, was Jessica Alba. I would have cloned her and made several clones, and backup clones, and then frozen.
It'd be great if they cloned me and one of me was a messed up drag queen. Wow, that's bizarre. Let's ponder that for a second.
It's controversial first number 7. Where were you during that very first famous wardrobe malfunction on television?
T-minus 7 and counting.
You might not remember who won Super Bowl 38, but nobody will ever be allowed to forget Janet Jackson's wardrobe malfunction.
The boo flash heard round the world.
I'm watching. All of a sudden, rip, there goes a piece of, and I was like, did I just see Janet Jackson's nipple?
We swore we saw it, and it's like, did you see that? Did you see that?
Everyone went, oh my God! And I'm like, what? And it was gone.
Quicker than a Bigfoot sighting, Janet's nip slip was over in a flash. And despite the presence of something called a nipple cap, irate Americans demanded action.
If everyone had just pretended it hadn't happened and just moved on, no young, innocent minds would have been corrupted because it wouldn't have been on the news every night.
The biggest controversy was it on purpose or was it an accident?
He floated it up there long enough, you would have thought someone might have gotten under it.
Janet took the heat like a big girl, insisting the stunt was her idea. But Justin Timberlake, who fished the kitten out of the basket in the first place, cracked under pressure and insisted it was all a tragic mistake. That's when America learned a new phrase, wardrobe malfunction.
That's not a wardrobe malfunction. That's a wardrobe functioning, because he went to rip it off and it came off.
One bad nipple was enough to spoil the barrel. Faced with overwhelming public outrage, the FCC increased fines for indecent behavior because breasts are dangerous.
Like, what kind of a screwed-up parent are you if your child can't handle a nipple?
The whole, my children are watching? No, they're not. Your kids aren't watching. Please, nobody watches that crap anyway.
And I'd rather see some exposure than Paul McCartney again.
Years and years from now, we'll be able to look back and go, we were so tight-ass.
Nipplegate.
Our kids are going to be like, Mommy, Daddy, you know, why did everyone make such a big deal about Janet Jackson, blah, blah, blah? And we're going to be like, because we sucked.
Don't go anywhere. Coming up is a first that will quench your thirst and hurt your brain. You voted, we heard. Here's 5 movie sequels that were better than the first. Number 5, Aliens. Number 4, Kill Bill 2. Number 3, Road Warrior. Number 2, Empire Strikes Back. And number 1, Godfather 2. What's on your list? To vote on future lists, go to g4tv.com/filter.
Filter. I'm Betho, and we're down to number 6 of our favorite 15 firsts. This guy will always be known as the lovable Delta Pledge flounder in Animal House. He's actor Stephen Furst, and he's the first famous first. Got that? Now for number 5, the First Amendment. Number 4, the first telephone brought us out from the world of telegrams. And that brings us to essential invention number 3, the first beer in a can.
T-minus 3 and counting.
Thank you, beer, for being man's best friend. And for the ease of getting from hand to mouth, thank you, scientific geniuses. Beer in a can. Brilliant.
When motivated by the proper things, scientists can be very creative. You know, they're sitting around going, oh, we got this beer. This is good stuff. And we can't take this vat of it somewhere, so we need to transport it in a smaller device that won't break.
Beer in a can. Why is beer in a can so great? Why is oxygen so great? Why is a quiet night along a beautiful river great? Why is getting from some girl in a bathroom bar so great? Why? Because these are the things that make life worth living.
A Welsh brewer is credited with canning the first beer as early as 1933. But it took 2 years and a whole lot of Yankee ingenuity for the Kruger Brewing Company of New Jersey to perfect the process. But no matter the brand, you never forget your first.
My first beer in a can was Milwaukee Best Light, or Milwaukee Beast, as we called it. Nice.
The first beer in a can I ever drank was a Budweiser that I found in my parents' basement. They called them Nats.
Colt 45. I grew up in the ghetto. Company picnic back in Illinois. It was my dad's beer. It was Hamm's. I had to be 9, maybe at the most. But my dad actually gave it to me. He's like, go ahead and have a beer. You know what? I love shotgun. Get in me quickly. Hey, Mr. Beer, I want you here now.
Woo! Yeah!
Stab it, crack it, and inhale the goodness. I loved it. I'll never forget the taste. It tasted so good. I was hooked from that moment on. I knew that I loved beer.
Up next, your first and the first. It'll all make sense when we all come back.
Filter. I'm Betho, and we're counting down our favorite 15 firsts. The survival of the human race, and this list would not be complete without number 2, your first time.
T-2 and counting.
Guys talk about losing their virginity when most of them can't even give it away.
First time I had sex. I can tell you distinctly the first time I discovered Lubriderm. I cried after. It was beautiful. Stars.
Maybe it was love. Maybe it was lust. Or maybe you just finally had to get it over with. But you only get one shot at your first time.
I just remember being slightly terrified and get very happy to be there. Like, I signed up for this. I hope I do well and that my heart doesn't explode.
I was with my girlfriend, and we were supposed to go swimming, and we were in a bed, obviously. And her friend was pounding on the door nonstop the whole time, going, we're supposed to be swimming. It was the whole 30 seconds was ruined for me.
Probably the best 20-25 seconds I've ever experienced in my life.
Fortunately, unless you're Tommy Lee or Paris Hilton, the odds are that your first time didn't get 6-camera coverage. So you're free to rewrite history.
I don't care how bad or how good it was. When you get back with your friends, it was fantastic. You can't wait till you're going to tell your friends that, man, I was a man. You know, it was rocking it. She was screaming, and she, really, she was just like, oh, ow.
Whip the comforter back and put on the Eurythmics CD to kind of muffle the noises and let's do this. And that's how it went down. It was a beautiful moment that I'm sure she's probably forgotten with the help of a lot of therapy.
I had kind of saved myself for marriage because I grew up religious, so I had done a lot of oral, and not a lot of the other, which I don't see why that's any different.
When you finally do it, you're so nervous, there's so much buildup. Either the equipment doesn't work, or you're done in 30 seconds and she's disappointed, you don't know how to put the condom on. It's a whole problem.
Your old man might have given you some tips, but the only sex advice you really need comes down to 3 words. Location, location, location.
One word, Honda CR-V. That is absolutely the finest car you can buy to have sex in. You've got an incredible amount of space, but it's a small, efficient vehicle, and, it's available with all-wheel drive. So you can go do it out in the woods.
After you finally get it out of the way the first time, once you actually lose your virginity, then sex can actually be fun.
Oh, yeah, baby.
You learn as you go. The more you practice, the better you get.
There is a way to make it good and memorable and positive and beautiful.
But we cuddled. I was the inside spoon.
That, of course, brings us to number 1, the Big Bang. Wait, didn't we just do that? It's the beginning of the universe. That's right, before the Earth, before the stars, and even before fantasy football.
T-1 and counting.
Take the first thing you remember, subtract 13.7 billion years from that, and you get the Big Bang.
Man, the Big Bang. From what I've heard, that's a great time.
It's the beginning of creation. Enough gravity got together, put a bunch of mass in a big ball, said, screw it, let's have a party. Boom.
I imagine it was kind of like being at the Studio 54 in its heyday of the universe. Just kind of, we talked to the old neutrons and electrons. They're like, yeah, we were just partying.
The Big Bang Theory confuses me. I go with God made the world 7 days. He had a lot of things to make. Lizards, monkeys, Disneyland, the Pope. Lots of stuff going on.
The Big Bang marked the beginning of space and time. Dude. And it seems like ever since, scientists have fallen over themselves trying to explain it to us meatheads. Exhibit A.
Originally, the entire universe is packed into a very, very dense space, and there was nothing outside it.
It was the birth of time. There wasn't any time before the Big Bang.
And then the universe exploded, man, and particles eventually formed. Radiation took off in all directions. The edges of the universe are now receding from us at the speed of light.
Fast forward 12 billion years, and we've got space telescopes with names like Spitzer, WMAP, and Hubble to look back at creation and blow our minds.
This is a toddler picture of the universe. The hard part about thinking about the whole Big Bang thing is realizing that when you are looking way out into deep space, you're also looking way back in time.
But science still can't answer two simple questions. What caused the Big Bang, and how does the story end?
How will the universe end? In a big crunch, maybe followed by another big bang? We may all freeze together. We may all fly apart. The fabric of space-time could get ripped into shreds smaller than atoms. If that happens, I wouldn't worry too much about mowing the back lawn.
Funny, the beginning of time brings us right to the end of our show. Let us know what you thought of today's list by going to the Filterator at g4tv.com/filter. We'll see you next time when it won't be your first time watching.
Women can be soft, sweet, and sometimes downright dangerous. Filter's got the bruisers, the daredevils, the scary, and the crazy. Bet those counting down the femme fatales that can kick your ass. But you'll enjoy every minute of it. It's the 17 most dangerous women.
The countdown show that's got your back. I'm Beth O, and today we check out girls who can kick your ass when we reveal our list of the 17 most dangerous women. Let's start with dangerous woman number 17. She's known as the Knockout, and not just because of her good looks.
T-17 and counting.
She's got a black belt in Taekwondo and an unprecedented 47 wins in the ring. In other words, boxer Mia St. John is someone you don't want to mess with.
All fighters have something dysfunctional about them, and I think I probably would have ended up in jail or something had I not had that outlet.
A tomboy since she was a kid, St. John decided to become an amateur boxer after she graduated college.
She's too pretty, she's too feminine, and there's no way she can be tough. But if you underestimate me, that's great, because then I have the advantage.
In 1999, St. John scored a different kind of KO. She landed on the cover of Playboy magazine.
The Playboy shoot was important for me, being the first Mexicana, the first boxer, showing the world that not only are Latinos beautiful, but female athletes are beautiful as well.
People say, oh, you can't be a female boxer, or you can't do this. It probably makes her that much stronger to do it.
I know we're mentally tougher than men. Men are when they're in the gym. I swear, it's like I can go round after round after round, mile after mile, and men will just puss out like long before the women do.
Mia St. John is very sweet, innocent, wears a lot of pink, likes to talk about girly things, clothes, makeup.
Hello.
But to get in the ring, she's tough. I would not want to be in the ring across from her.
I am a dangerous woman because I can kick your ass.
Mia St. John might have a mean right hook, but I bet if she hits you, you'll go down smiling. And she isn't the only lethal lady on the list wearing a sports bra. At number 16, it's dangerous player Mia Hamm, an Olympic soccer star who you can ogle and your younger sister can admire. Before we forget, number 15 is the one woman who brought you into this world, Your mom. Remember this? If it wasn't for her, you wouldn't be sitting here watching Filter. Dangerous Woman number 14's nickname says it all. She's sexy. She knows just what to do with a pool cue. And they call her the Black Widow.
T-minus 14 and counting.
Known for her black clothes and fierce concentration, Jeanette Lee has been devouring female and male opponents in professional pool since 1993.
That is just sexy. A woman that can play pool is really sexy.
I think there's something hot about any woman that could kick your ass at anything.
It's a lot of fun. I'm very competitive. I love playing pool. I love beating guys at anything, really.
The Black Widow.
I got the Black Widow nickname because these guys at the pool room used to make fun of me. They said that I seemed very sweet until I got to the pool table. And I tend to lure my opponents to the table and then eat them alive.
Jeanette has won every major title on the Women's Pro Billiards Tour and was named one of the sexiest athletes in the world by ESPN.
I've won many, many 9-ball tournaments, but we also had the World Trick Shot Championship. I won that. And I also hold the world record for consecutive balls run in straight pool for women, 154, which was awesome. 10 years ago, there were very few women in the pool rooms that you could find playing pool or playing pool seriously. And now you can go to almost any major billiard club and find women taking it very seriously.
With all that competition, how does the Black Widow stay in play?
I stay sharp by practicing all the time. Just call every man I know and say, step up to the table, man. I need some action.
Next time you rack them up down at the corner bar, watch your back. You could be the next victim.
I love hearing a man say, yeah, she's pretty good, but she can't beat me. I'm like, rack 'em.
Dangerous places can get you killed, and in the early 1900s, there was a woman who killed people without even knowing it. She earned her nickname and unlucky spot number 13. Meet Typhoid Mary.
T-minus 13 and counting.
How did Mary Mellon kill over 50 people? In 1907, this New York cook was a carrier of typhoid, a disease spread through food. Typhoid Mary was a recipe for disaster.
Typhoid Mary was dangerous because she had no idea that she had it or that she was passing it. She looked healthy, she felt healthy.
Typhoid Mary by giving hundreds of people typhoid fever without knowing it, yeah, kind of a tough bitch.
She has that Guinness Book of World Records for most people killed as a result of just being yourself.
Though it was obvious Mary was the cause, she violently refused to get tested, so she was taken by force and held against her will. Clearly an early implementation of the Patriot Act.
Yeah, Typhoid Mary is a really dangerous woman. I mean, what, she's carrying typhoid and then never dies. Like, you just can't kill her. Like ticks. Ticks you can't kill. I think that's what it is, right? You have to, like, put them in Vaseline. I bet you put Typhoid Mary in Vaseline.
Not very nice. It's a little selfish, wouldn't you say?
I don't know what typhoid does, but it's very bad and it makes you terribly ill, much like my last girlfriend.
She was set free under the condition that she would never prepare food again. She changed her name, and before she was finally quarantined for life, she got work again as a hospital cook. You voted, we heard. Here's the 5 most dangerous zip codes. Number 5, 666. Number 4, Chernobyl. Number 3, Indian Point. Number 2, Haiti. And number 1, Cabo. During spring break. What's on your list? To vote on future lists, go to g4tv.com/filter. When we come back, Hollywood's hottest stunt woman brings the pain.
I was like bloody and bruised. It was the most intense experience of my life, and I was hooked.
What do you think? Welcome back. I'm Beth O, and we're counting down Filter's 17 most dangerous women. Few women are more dangerous than a rapper who isn't afraid to go to jail or to the Grammys with her boob hanging out. Don't worry, we love you, number 12, Little Kim. At number 11, who else but Jennifer Garner, the Alias and Elektra star who kicks ass and does all her own stunts. Number 10 deserves her spot. She's the woman who brought mafia-style violence to the ice rink. Straight from the 90s, it's Tonya Harding.
T-minus 10 and counting.
Ice skating had grace and beauty, but something was missing. Tonya Harding, an Olympic ice skater who offered up a white trash alternative.
One of the things that was genuinely appealing about her when she made her bid for Olympic skating stardom was she was so not like all those other girls, all those perfect little A students.
I think she felt separated from the skating establishment. Therefore, she was willing to go outside the rules and the norms of the skating establishment.
Nothing was going to stop Tonya, except skater Nancy Kerrigan, who had a big New England pedigree and even bigger teeth. So Tonya and her husband, Jeff Gillooly, hired a guy to bash Kerrigan's kneecap.
Why me? Why no? You really want to feel bad for her, but then she's out there with guys with mullets breaking people's knees.
I think she married that guy just because his last name was Gillooly.
Gillooly. Scandal continued to follow the skater when her ex-husband, Gillooly, sold their wedding night sex tape to Penthouse.
We all wish that this would never have happened.
Then, on Fox TV's Celebrity Boxing, she faced off against former President Clinton's sex accuser, Paula Jones, and knocked her out in the third round.
Anyone that goes from the world of figure skating into boxing, that's not the normal career path you see. You're supposed to go on to do cereal commercials or something like that.
Today, this infamous ice cutter dishes out advice to young kids as a motivational speaker. Now, that's dangerous.
People love to hate Tonya Harding because they're just really happy that they're not her. My life, at least I ain't Tonya Harding. I mean, that's why I love her.
Bring it on, Tonya. I'm ready for you. Anytime. I'm always wearing a cup.
If they made me wear something that bedazzled, I'd probably club someone too. But you don't always have to cripple Nancy Kerrigan to make the list. Our ninth most dangerous woman may only be 5'3", but we love that Pink's uninhibited, covered in tats, and never afraid to sing it like it is. Jumping and tumbling, Danielle Bergio falls hard into the number 8 spot. She's one woman who can say she lives dangerously and mean it.
T-minus 8 and counting.
From Blade to Daredevil to The Matrix sequence, when Hollywood needs a stunt double, they go to Danielle Bergio.
First of all, let me say I'm a big fan of Danielle. She is my #1 go-to girl. That she can handle danger. She has a physical ability and brains, and she pretty much can face anything that comes at her.
Yeah, I definitely get into a zone when it's time for a stunt. And when it's over, there's a rush of adrenaline that will last me sometimes hours.
Bergio started her career as a Broadway dancer, but in 1997, after touring with a show in L.A., she got her first stunt job in John Carpenter's Vampires.
Nothing will ever top that experience. It was insane, and I was like, I can't believe that you hired me to do this job. And I was like bloody and bruised. It was the most intense experience of my life, and I was hooked.
Bergio's stunts may look like high-flying fun, but it's intense, dangerous work that requires a lot of skill.
There's the one scene in Matrix Reloaded. The agent is just beating the crap out of her. That was me. That was a hard day. I actually broke my rib getting thrown through the wall at the end of that scene. Cut! I do a lot of wire work, and there's a whole trick to that. Being able to do the movement and not have it look like the wire is doing it for you. CSI New York was a really cool gig for me. This came off great. They attached a wire to me, and there's a hydraulic machine, and it, several hundred pounds of pressure just yanks me out, and so I flip and fly through the air.
Could Danielle kick my ass? Well, yeah, she probably could.
Yeah, because I've learned a few good kicks in my day, and if you cross my path, I might just have to throw one at you. Parker's a bitch.
You voted, we heard. Here are the 5 most dangerous men. Number 5, K-Fed with a record contract. Number 4, Mike Tyson. Number 3, Tom Sizemore. Number 2, Suge Knight. And number 1, Flavor Flav. What's on your list? To vote on future lists, go to g4tv.com/filter. Don't touch that remote. You're gonna want that hand available when this luscious female fantasy comes to life.
got your back. I'm Beth O, and we're counting down the 17 most dangerous women. Lethal lady number 7, Kristanna Loken, will always be remembered as the murderous Terminatrix, the only robot woman enough to take on the Governator.
When you're 5'11", 6'2" in heels, and you're strong, you can kick a little ass.
Femme fatale number 6 is no stranger to playing the tough girl or to getting DUIs. Look out for Michelle Rodriguez.
T-minus 6 and counting.
Michelle Rodriguez started out as an extra on film sets, but when she landed the lead role in the film Girl Fight, she also landed a reputation.
In the first scene, you know, you see her just like, her eyes is just like, yo, I'm going to kick somebody's ass.
She is the epitome of badass, isn't she? I wouldn't want to mess with her.
She's tough. I once met her. I met her. She punched me in the face. I was like, hey, you know what, I really... And then just out of nowhere, she hit me.
Michelle didn't just play tough chicks in flicks like Blue Crush, The Fast and the Furious, and Blood Rain. She lived them, training to box, dive, and drive.
When we were working at Blue Crush, I mean, she wants to get in there and get in the water and the toughest stuff and try it, play it, you know, just like, let's go.
But while shooting the TV series Lost, her on-screen rep took a back seat to her DUI.
Apparently she mouthed up at the cops too when she got pulled over and said something like, what are you going to do, shoot me?
Oops. Michelle had to choose between community service and jail.
She chose jail time over freedom, and I think that any guy wouldn't do that.
There's something a tiny bit hardcore about somebody taking, you know, a week or so in jail over, you know, doing a little community service.
I get attacked all the time for being myself. Oh, excuse me, I'm human.
From streetwise to glamorized, this Texas-born, Jersey-raised actress made Maxim's 100 sexiest list and People en Español's most beautiful.
Oh, you don't mess with her. You know, she's gangster for it.
She's got the tough Puerto Rican chick thing going for her, but I see that on, you know, the A train every, 7 days a week. She's got nothing.
I'm incredibly dangerous.
Michelle is the real deal, but what about our next dangerous woman? She's a stunning video game character with very big guns. Half Angelina Jolie, half Pixels. She's our number 5 choice, and her name is Lara Croft.
T-minus 5 and counting.
Whether saving time or the planet, Lara Croft's got the determination, fighting skills, and physical beauty to be armed, animated, and dangerous.
Lara Croft, she is one tough woman.
Lara Croft is great for a particular subset of people, and those people being geeks, because she is everything they want in a human being, because she's not a human being. Because she is a bunch of polygons with huge knockers, and she doesn't talk back to them. She will, without a doubt, give you carpal tunnel syndrome. Any single male realizes that he needs to have access to this hand and be able to make this kind of a gesture all the time, and I think that Lara Croft really can hamper that.
Since 1995, Lara has propelled from video game fame to movie franchise when she was played by the very three-dimensional Angelina Jolie.
I think she's a great, strong woman, and I like the fact that she's a strong woman who doesn't use her sexuality to win, and she doesn't hate men.
She also, knows her way around the firearms and can just as easily fight off a dinosaur or a monster or find buried treasure. She's like the female Indiana Jones.
Lara Croft is the ultimate dangerous woman, at least in virtual reality.
Well, I think Angelina needs to move aside. I would love to jump in those shoes. Lara Croft is bad.
Come on, let's get this commercial break going so we can come back and I can bring you number 1.
They strut, they throw, and they go to rehab. You don't want to miss this number 1.
The top 20 things to do before you turn 30, 21 of the most legendary parties of all time, the 17 most dangerous women. Who in the world can bring all these things together?
Welcome to Filter.
It's Beth Ostrowski on an all-new Filter. From the best of the best to the worst of the worst, she ranks them like she sees them.
We give you the list you didn't even know you needed.
It's an all-new Filter, Saturday at 7 p.m., only on G4.
Welcome back to Filter. I'm I'm Betho. We're counting down the 17 most dangerous women. Wrestling her way to number 4, it's Stacy Keibler. She's smacked down with the Federation and she's danced with the stars. Don't let her use of the word love fool you when you watch our next dangerous woman play. A gorgeous match pointer who's been ranked number 1 in the world and number 3 on our list. She's tennis pro Maria Sharapova. We know you like Star-Spangled Pants. Add a lasso of truth and an invisible plane and say hello to our second choice, Wonder Woman. So what could beat a death-dealing Amazon who wears patriotic short shorts? How about the long-awaited number 1 I couldn't wait to show you? Supermodels out of control.
T-1 and counting.
Women as a species can be dangerous, but make them taller, symmetrical, and discourage them from smiling, and they become deadly weapons. Get off the runway. It's Supermodels out of control.
You can't possibly blame these supermodels. They're just naughty and get paid $10,000 a day for getting out of bed.
They're angry, pretty women. And there's nothing more dangerous than an angry pretty woman.
South London's Naomi Campbell has been arrested twice for assaulting her assistant with a cell phone. She's also known for feuding with other dangerous beauties like Tyra Banks.
Naomi Campbell has a long history. Not only is she looking at charges in New York right now because she beat up an employee, but there's a long pattern of this. People saying, hey, Naomi Campbell hit me.
I still have the word BlackBerry imprinted on my forehead from the time I brought the wrong Starbucks coffee to Naomi Campbell. I thought grande was large. If a supermodel came at me with a cell phone, I'd stand there with open arms. I'd give myself to her.
Dangerously beautiful May Anderson got loaded and beat up a flight attendant on a flight from Amsterdam to Miami.
May Anderson on her way home from Amsterdam? Isn't the pot and the hash supposed to, like, mellow you out? You're not supposed to be hitting people.
Kate Moss was allegedly caught on tape snorting just a wee bit of nose candy, and she was punished by garnering even more lucrative deals.
It's shocking, isn't it? You would never think that a young supermodel hanging out in clubs in London would be snorting cocaine. It's crazy.
They have special needs. Seemingly simplistic things to us flummox them, but put you on a runway, see how you behave, right? Okay? All right, you see how hard it is to eat nothing but cotton balls.
On a bus in New York, Tatiana Simonava confused the exit door with the bathroom door and stumbled into traffic, dislocating her shoulder and cutting up her face and body. Not so super.
And nobody's going to tell that supermodel that she's about to step off of a moving bus because they're so in awe of her and thinking that she can't do anything wrong that it isn't until she hits the ground that they think, I probably could have warned her, but she's a supermodel. I mean, she walks for a living.
I think they're magical creatures. They're like unicorns. They're beautiful. None of them are dangerous. Any of them.
Are you scared of that? Well, let us know. We want to hear from you about today's list. So go to the Filterator at g4tv.com/filter. Come back next time so you can see how dangerous I've become.
Making lists are part of our lives. They reveal our good ideas and our bad ones, like these. Filter's here to show you why stealing, pummeling, gorging, and petting could be hazardous to your health.
One day you're gonna wake up and not have a face.
Or just plain stupid. It's 13 really bad ideas, and Beth O's counting us down.
The countdown show that'll change your life one number at a time. I'm Betho. Now, you could probably name your favorite drinking games or the best spring break spots, but can you name the top 13 really bad ideas? On this edition of Filter, we'll do just that, because stupid has never been this entertaining. We kick things off with unlucky number 13. It's a bad idea that usually starts with a drunken romance and ends with an awkward annulment. Getting married in Vegas.
T-13 and counting.
Why is getting married in Vegas considered such a bad idea if more than 120,000 people do it every year?
We are gathered here today in the presence of God.
Vegas is a city of bad decisions.
You take this woman to be your wife? Do you promise to love and cherish her?
No one should be held accountable for what they do after 2 a.m.
So long as you both shall live.
I do.
I do.
I do.
Saturday's always the biggest day, so we probably average anywhere from 75 to 125 on a Saturday.
We'd go to your hotel room if that's what you want. We have a horse and buggy out front where you can get married. You're married by the sign across the street that says, "Welcome to Las Vegas."
No one in our family, my family.
Yeah, it's going to be a shock.
Shock.
Nevada has the highest divorce rate in the nation, and there's no better evidence of the Vegas wedding curse than celebrity annulments.
It's one of the easiest, cheapest, quickest marketing ploys you can do if you're a celebrity.
You know, Las Vegas has the highest marriage rate. That's why more people get married here. It's instantaneous versus waiting.
We kind of deal with some misconceptions. There's maybe one or two couples that said, "Hey, we just met 2 days ago."
We've been going out for about 6 months.
About a year?
5 years. And if you're drinking, we cannot marry you. If you have any kind of alcohol on you, we can't marry you. Britney Spears got hers annulled because she could prove what happened. They said that she had been drunk.
She was not drunk. They knew exactly what they were doing. And our friend that did it, he wouldn't have done it if he even thought they were drunk. So the myth is gone.
Make sure it's what you really want, because if you come out here, it's no joke. Once we say "I do," and we sign that paperwork, you are married.
Drunken love makes us do stupid things. But if you think getting married in Vegas is a gamble, even worse is number 12, Russian roulette. Because nothing says bad idea like a fatal head wound. You might feel like killing yourself the morning after you do number 11, drunk dialing. Remember, saying "just come over" is not sexy when it's slurred. Of course, some of the worst ideas begin with the best intentions. Like number 10, keeping a wild animal as a pet. Trust me, a tiger doesn't want to sleep on your couch.
T-minus 10 and counting.
Are they furry or fierce? Cuddly or carnivorous? Wes Ardaby of New York's Animal Emergency Service Unit is an expert on the subject.
No wild animals are good pets. Being wild or feral means that their instinct, you know, is not domestic.
People who have a wild animal for a pet, you know, who cares? You know, so you have a wolf. It's just a status thing.
Paris Hilton had a kinkajou. A kinkajou? Bitch, you lost your dog. You gonna keep track of a kinkajou? I don't think so. First of all, what the hell is a kinkajou? Huh?
I would say the most popular wild animal in the city are reptiles, pythons, alligators. I don't know why people are so attracted to alligators, because all alligators want to do is eat, and you can be the food.
Mike Tyson used to have the wild tigers as a pet. It seems like a poor idea. I mean, the thing is a man-eater. I mean, it says so in the title, man-eater.
I just have a problem with the size that the animal's going to get to be. 10 seconds, it can be over here and eat my child.
The other aspect, which is very important, is the disease transmission aspect. Rabies being one that most people know about, but there are many others. Giardia, hepatitis B, tuberculosis. People don't really understand because the animals are so cute. I mean, he's very cute, but feces is heavy on his roster.
I've always wanted a baby lion, but when push comes to shove, one day you're gonna wake up and not have a face.
I have a parrot. He will lie on his back and cuddle with me in bed. My macaw and I, we shower together.
It's a bad idea.
You voted, we heard. Here's 5 really bad movie ideas. Number 5, Gigli. Number 4, spending $200 million on Waterworld. Number 3, remaking Psycho, shot for shot. Number 2, Patch Adams. And number 1, checking out a scary noise in the basement. What's on your list? To vote on future lists, go to g4tv.com/filter.
Even those bad movies aren't as awful as going to commercials with a list this good. But we gotta do it, so stay tuned for more ideas so dumb they could send you to the hospital. thing you're here for our countdown of 13 really bad ideas. This way, you'll never have bad idea number 9, getting a stupid tattoo.
T-minus 9 and counting.
Congratulations, America. According to recent polls, 1 in 7 people have at least one tattoo.
Do you want to see it? Or, okay. Okay, do you see it?
It's just wings and flowers and stars.
I have a little tattoo right here. I still don't know what it is.
So you gotta figure, a lot of them are really stupid.
Oh, God, those girls who get the dude's name tattooed on their neck, that is the most, like, sociopathic, craziest thing I could think of.
If it's got, like, Calvin and Hobbes peeing on a tree while Captain Crunch, like, stands underneath, that's not a good tattoo.
Here are the rules. Number 1, tattoos do not look cool when you're old.
A tattoo basically sticks with you unless you have $6,000 to drop on getting it removed.
What are you going to regret it when you're 60? You're going to look like hell anyway if you even live that long, so who cares?
Number 2, nobody gets inked dumber than Hollywood. Sometimes they do it to show their love is forever.
Johnny Depp is one of the few who's been able to finesse it. You know, originally he thought he was in love with Winona Ryder, so he put Winona Forever on his arm. And I don't know how they got rid of the whole Billy Bob on Angelina's arm. Every good celebrity journalist knows that as soon as the name goes on the skin, the divorce countdown begins.
And sometimes celebrities do it just because they're psychotic.
Mike Tyson's got the face tattoo. That's the end of the line. That's as hard as it gets.
Stupid tattoos are hilarious.
Ask me about my parents' divorce. That's really all a tattoo says.
You're like, I still want to mark myself and not be able to be buried in a Jewish cemetery? Fine. Do it. L'chaim.
Of course, it takes a lot to beat a crappy tattoo, unless you toss child exploitation into the mix. At number 8, it's child beauty pageants. Because dressing your 5-year-old like a hooker isn't just creepy, it's just wrong. Here's really bad idea number 7, streaking slowly. If you're gonna streak, you gotta run. Otherwise, it's not shocking or funny, it's just plain weird. And if you like committing felonies and getting away with them, maybe you should avoid bad idea number 6, committing stupid crimes. Blind man who robbed a bank in Idaho, I'm talking to you.
T-minus 6 and counting.
To successfully commit a crime, it's best not to 1, lock your keys in the getaway car, 2, dress as a dead president, 3, use a clear plastic bag as a disguise.
If it weren't for the stupid people, where would the entertainment come from? That's Darwinism, you know? Like, those people deserve to be busted.
It's like they're not super villains. They're just like, they're like sad, mediocre villains.
It's always best to virtually make the worst decisions possible if you're a dumb criminal, like leaving your prosthetic leg behind.
The leg popped off, his pants came down, he went hopping out into the parking lot, into his van, wearing nothing but his boxers with only one leg.
Oops! Just a tip, if you're going to rob a place, don't put your gun down.
Oh, no!
Stupid people probably shouldn't go into the crime profession. Really, before you do any kind of heist, you should think to yourself, am I actually smart enough to do this?
I'm very egalitarian about criminal activity. I think that everybody has a right to be a criminal. I think everybody has a right to steal.
My favorite genre of stupid crime is the I'm going to climb down a chimney crime. Oh, no! It happens all the friggin' time. Far too much.
It's not always the nature of the crime that makes it a bad idea. It's the excuse. This guy told the police he saw the bras as he was driving by and grabbed them because they make good slingshots.
And any creationists out there that doubt Darwin's theories, just need to look at these douchebags.
The world is full of people who strive for the sweet taste of victory, which is just fine, unless, of course, getting the sweet taste of victory involves shoving 18 pounds of beef down your throat.
T-minus 5 and counting.
From sweets to meats and everything in between, eating contests feed our need, but is it a sport?
I wouldn't consider eating contests a sport. No, it's competition, but it's not a sport. There's nothing athletic about stuffing things down your gullet and watching your stomach stretch. Why don't we have, like, smoking competitions?
It's more of a sport than NASCAR, but it's not necessarily something I want to start doing.
I come from an Italian family, and so our eating contests are called
dinner.
What makes an eating contest winner? Is it hunger, size, or something more internal? Takiro Kobayashi is only 132 pounds, but he holds the world record for hot dog eating.
His record is 50 hot dogs in 12 minutes, so it's unbelievable that he can actually consume that much.
I think eating contests are a great idea because it's given smaller Japanese men a chance to shine and outdo their larger competition.
Because the Japanese are radioactive?
You might be the most obese nation in the world, and we can't win an eating contest?
But America does have its contenders, like Eric Badlands Booker. He not only eats to win, he also raps about it.
G4 TV made me official because I've eaten everything from chicken wings to crystals. I basically got into the contest with no training, you know, just raw eating talent. I get the food that I'm going to fight against. Just figure out what's the quickest way to eat you. I pride myself in not up-chunking.
Never do them while you're drunk. You start eating, and you eat, and you eat, and you eat, and you barf, and you barf, and you barf. And it's not good.
You can win, you know, play the game, but definitely binge eating is not healthy on the body.
Americans love to eat, and we watch things to see people do things better than we can.
Eating contests are a very good idea. Y'all stay hungry and focused. Whoa.
And after watching them eat, you probably won't. Ever again. But we have to take a break, but don't go away. When we come back, we'll show you an idea so bad it takes 2 people to make it.
You voted, we heard. Here's the 5 worst celebrity baby names. Number 5, Pilot Inspector. Number 4, Apple. Number 3, Blanket. Hee-hee. Number 2, Lourdes. And number 1, Rumor. What's on your list? To vote on future lists, go to g4tv.com/filter.
Welcome back to Filter. I'm Betho, and we're counting down 13 really bad ideas. And we're getting regrettably close to number 1. But first, an idea that's so bad it makes Fight Club look like a knitting circle.
T-minus 4 and counting.
Mom always said, don't play ball in the house. But she never said, don't go outside and have a knockdown, drag-out, slam a table on your friend wrestling match.
Backyard wrestling is awesome. That's the only kind of wrestling that should be is in the backyard where these dumbass hillbillies can wipe each other out.
They're fully aware that they're not going to come out of that without broken bones or shattered limbs or probably a cracked cranium or a coma or 2. But they're cool with that.
This sport, which started with bored, delinquent kids, has been taken to a whole new level. Professional backyard wrestling.
Backyard wrestling is so obviously and patently dangerous. I understand that pro wrestling is fake, but when somebody gets hit with a chair, they are still getting hit with a chair.
Pummeling, a necessity. Blood, a bonus. Danger, priceless.
Backyard wrestling is a great idea. Anything that gets people out of the house doing something, I think is great.
Where do these kids get the budget for tables?
Is it a case of don't try this at home or just don't try this?
I think backyard wrestling is sort of the 13-year-old boy's way to relive Fight Club. They don't really necessarily have the organization skills to really get a club going. It gives them something to do.
Support the idea of kids in their communities getting together and being the holy hell out of each other.
Backyard wrestling? Half those people don't even have insurance. That's a bad idea.
Now we're taking you from skull fractures to swelled heads. These celebs think they can do it all because everyone thinks they're a triple threat. Well, everyone is usually wrong.
T-minus 3 and counting.
From clothing to cologne, to writing, to politics. Celebrities who already have it all still think they should do it all.
The celebrity crossover game. Now you're a singer, now you're an actor, now you write books, now you do yoga. Look, you're greedy, okay?
And I think that there's a kind of celebrity cocoon that a lot of famous people are in, where they're surrounded by people who tell them they can do anything. Sometimes the results are not pretty.
It's funny. Apparently famous people think God has given them more talent than they actually have. Nobody wants to hear Al Iverson rap.
Tell me where's my money? I ain't got your money.
No.
Nobody wants to hear Hal Sparks sing.
No.
Multi-hyphenates are a very bad thing. I'm not a big fan of Bruce Willis's Return of Bruno album.
I think that celebrity crossovers are very indicative of the new millennium that we live in, because it's all about being like Paris Hilton. It's all about trying to maximize your brand. We're coming out with a jewelry line.
From accessories to swimwear. I'm gonna walk around with a big sweater that says J-Lo. No.
Acting, singing,
Bing, 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 bing.
directing. Lady! It's all about trying to make as much money as possible.
It's so annoying. It's so unfair. Damn you, J-Lo.
Just be a movie star. It's enough. It's enough.
But if I ever cut an album, that doesn't count, okay? Okay? Now here's a short break to get you ready for a really bad idea that's the best of the worst.
You voted, we heard. Here's 5 ideas so bad, they're good. Number 5, Showgirls. Number 4, Saved by the Bell. Number 3, Snakes on a Plane. Number 2, Lord of the Rings the Musical. And number 1, K-Fed's rap career. What's on your list? To vote on future lists, go to g4tv.com/filter.
I'm Betho, and we're counting down the top 13 really bad ideas. We're at terrible idea number 2, unprotected sex. They say it's the same as having sex with whoever your partner's been with. And to be honest, you'd never sleep with your ex-boyfriend. Unless you're into that. Sadly, we've made it to number 1. A very private idea that sounds good until your ex-girlfriend leaks it on the internet. What is it? Making your own sex tape.
T-1 and counting.
Okay, so you're famous and you're rich. Why you gotta be so dumb? Intimate affair plus camera equals bad idea.
If you're a celebrity, a sex tape is the dumbest thing you could do.
The sex tape that I find just disturbing is Paris Hilton, because she takes a phone call in the middle. In Hollywood, you always turn off all cell phones before filming, and she should know that.
Here she is, doing something really real, like a real person, slurping and having to breathe through her nose and getting an ache in her jaw, just like the rest of us.
I like to consider myself a bit of a connoisseur of celebrity sex tapes. I've seen the Paris Hilton. I've seen the Colin Farrell, the Gina Lee Nowin. I've seen, of course, the Pam Anderson. It's a good job, Tommy Lee. You got a reason to make a tape.
Lots of celebrities have gone XXX. Even some you'd never thought you'd see coming.
I haven't seen the Chuck Berry video. The Chuck Berry video is a classic. It's the king of rock and roll.
I love that genre now. I love that movie stars are racing to get their nasty-ass sex videos out there. I mean, the best being Tom Sizemore. Have you ever seen the Tom Sizemore sex video? I cried blood.
There's a whole market out there. It takes about 20 seconds to set up a website, you know, in some overseas place and post that video, and it's there for everyone to see. It's almost the rare week where you don't have a new one coming out.
Basically, if I had a sex tape that showed me having sex with a Playboy playmate, I would probably be handing it out on the street. I'd be duping them at night. I'd go out during the day and I'd just hand them out.
Might help launch my web show, actually. I think I'll do that. It's time. It's my time.
No! Please, God, don't let it get out. Stupid idea.
Bad ideas range from exposing yourself to abusing yourself. But a good idea is letting us know what you think about today's list. So go to the Filterator at g4tv.com/filter. See you next time. Until then, don't do anything I wouldn't do. Do something I would do.